Okay, going live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host with the most, Griever, as always. And last time I checked the calendar, it was, let me see about this. Yeah, 2, carry the 4. Friday night! It's Friday night. How y'all doing? You guys know why we're here. We are here to read some Kengan Asura. And as terrible as one of the worst writing decisions, as one of the top 10 worst things I've ever read in manga, happened 2 weeks ago, we are moving on. This is why we took a break from last Friday night stream. Gave me a couple of weeks to cool off, just enjoy some other stuff, and then come back and be like, all right. It's over, it's done, it's one of the worst things I've ever read. Now, let's just move on from that, because other than that horrendous fight, the rest of the manga has been nothing but pretty fucking solid. There's been a couple of moments, but for the most part, it's been an incredibly solid manga. So, that being the case, with that out of the way, let us start the timer. 10-minute runoff time for those of you who are new to the Griever stream. Your host with the most. We do a 10-minute runoff. We start the stream, we talk to the chat, we allow people to jump in, just shoot the shit, shoot the breeze, whatever expression you want to use, for about 10 minutes. And then we actually get into the reaction or the content, the main point of said stream. So, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing today? Oh, I almost forgot to open up the bracket. I did do my voting. Where is my bracket? There it is. Okay. So let's open up the bracket really quick. We'll talk about that for a moment. Yada. So we have currently bet on, and I think that these fights objectively could go either way. And unlike the last fight, I would not object to being wrong about the semifinals. I have, of course, Oma. I have Oma winning, because main character energy is strong. And I have, at this point, because of the bullshittery of the last match, I think that it's almost apparent that it's going to be Oma versus the Fang. That's what they're setting up. It's what they're setting up. So, anyways, that's my take. What do you guys think? Anyways, so that's that. How's everybody doing? Okay, so we got 4 people in here and only 3 likes. I don't like those odds. I don't like those numbers. Jack the numbers up. Up, baby. Those are rookie numbers. I want those numbers up twice a day. All right, so Misk is in here. Hello, Misk Content. And says, I don't want to wait another second. Well, you're going to be waiting another 8 minutes, bitch. I don't know. This said, also, I hope you can set aside your hatred of the last fight to fully enjoy Kuroki versus Agito. As long as Kuroki kicks the ever-loving shit out of the Fang, but I think since Plot Armor saved the Fang last time, Plot Armor is going to have him win again. But I'm sure I will fully enjoy the fight as long as it's not as devastating as the last round. Nevi says, wowee. Hi, Nevi. Jobber Supreme is in here and says, Nico style. All right, Nico style. Miss says, the hype is bigger than ever. The hype is real. Spade X is in here. Hi, Spade. And he says, hey, what's up, Kengan Town? Let's go. Miss says, fascinating. Miss said, well, the Fang did kick Oma out of his way and call him a loser back after the first round ended. And, that's true, too. Miss said, so there's definitely some setup there. I thought there was a lot more setup between Setsuna, of course. Setsuna and Oma had a lot more chemistry in the regard of, well, I mean, that's just obvious and stuff, so I don't know. Neve said, I'm not the biggest fan of Oma and Waka's fight, but Agito versus Kuroki is within my top 5. Quite the contrast. Well, we're going to enjoy this. So, how was your guys' week? You know, anything special happen? Anything good? Good news, bad news? I got my tax return and got a lot more money back. I was only supposed to get back around... I use TurboTax. Don't know who else uses TurboTax and does their own taxes, but I'm so cheap that I don't want to pay for it. So I did out my taxes, and TurboTax always lowballs it, but this year they lowballed it quite a bit. So it was nice to get the surprise in the mail to, get a little, quite a bit more money than I was expecting on my tax return. So that's pretty nice, especially with, that was the final year where I was working at 75% pay and stuff like that, and it's quite hard to run a fucking house, especially in this day and age with all the prices of everything going up. Like gas, food, everything going up. It was quite nice to get that to help out with the bills and stuff, right? Neve said, I've had a bland week, nothing good but nothing bad either. That's fair, that happens, and sometimes, when shit goes downhill, it's sort of like, I can't believe I was complaining that I was bored last weekend, because this weekend fucking sucks, That can happen. That can happen a lot. And we have 6 people in here and still only 3 likes. 3. What is the problem? Hit the like button. It's not hard. I need one of those flashy things that says, hit the goddamn like button. Yeah. Miss said, my week has been solid. Had a job interview. Congratulations. And my D&D is getting very heated up with the main villain finally making their entrance. Well, that's great. That's great news. Speaking of Misk, well, you definitely entertain. You guys are sometimes you guys are kind of boring, and other times you guys are quite entertaining. Rant and Serious in the Misk Chord. Well, I believe it's now the Clover Chord because she's taken over as the evil main villain all along, Eisen style. In the Clover Chord, Rant and Serious has certainly not been boring today. I was catching up with that. Yeah. Certain people won't call certain people out, but certain people give my lovely country a bad fucking rap. I'm telling you right now. But then again, the certain select people are from a select place, so of Canada. So we don't. I'm not shocked, and that does not represent. It's sort of like if you're like, well, I went up to Toronto because that's all where Canada is, according to America. I went up to Toronto, and those guys are, why do people think Canadians are so nice? It's like, no. Toronto is full of people claiming to be Canadian, and they're Americans that lost their way and ended up on the other side of the border. Toronto is full of terrible people. I know some people from Toronto that I absolutely love, and of course you can't paint everyone with one brush, but yeah, it's not a nice... I do not like Toronto. I've never liked Toronto. I don't even like Toronto teams. The only time I cheer for Toronto is for the Blue Jays, because they're the only MLB team anymore. And I also cheer, of course, and I also cheer for the Toronto Raptors, because once again, only NBA team. But I'm also a Lakers fan, so, it is what it is. But yeah, so... We won't get into it or anything. We only have a couple minutes. But yeah, Rant and Serious was certainly not boring today. So that was nice. Yeah. Spadex says, pretty uneventful week besides breaking one of my teeth. I've done that multiple times. I have half a fake tooth right here. Or is this one? I can never remember. One of these, you can tell by the line if you look in the mirror close, but I have half a fake tooth. It's been repaired twice. So I'm sure that was a pain in the ass. Fine said, I had 2 exams this week. How did you do? But also, Playfree started his D&D campaign, and that was very fun. Oh, well, have fun with Playfree. Miss said, yes, that happened. Yes, it did. Neve said, yeah, the D&D, albeit scary, has been really fun this week. Oh, well, that's... I imagine a D&D campaign is supposed to be like a little bit of, horror mixed with fantasy, mixed with sci-fi. Like D&D, to me, from what my limited understanding is that the sky's the limit. Your creativity, that gray matter between your ears, is the only limitation people playing D&D. But I feel like it's not just up to the DM or the dungeon master to make a great campaign, but the people in the campaign, the people participating. Yes, you can get a little silly and goofy, but I find the ones that take it seriously, right? They actually, like, they have fun, but they actually take it seriously, and they don't constantly go against what the DM's doing, and constantly, like, they actually are, like, you know, just sitting down, like, they want to role play, right? Like playing a role-playing game. They want to create a character, and they want to act accordingly. They want an out-of-body experience. I feel like those D&D campaigns are the best. Or would be. I've never played. But, yeah. Never said, I have Rant and Serious muted, since whenever I look in there, it usually just kills my mood. Yeah, like, I've got some channels muted, but once in a while, if I'm bored or, you know, I'm waiting for something, you know, like I'm going to make soup tomorrow and stuff like that. But when I'm just chopping shit up and stuff, and I'm waiting for something to come to a boil or whatever, you're just trying to scroll through your phone, find something, right? Like, just to read for a bit. Miss said, oh yes, I put the party in a labyrinth with a giant abomination last session. It was very fun on my end. I imagine it was. Never said Miss Cumini. I said I completely muted Rant and Serious. I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you guys. Rant and Serious is another reason why... Rant and Serious was another reason why I personally didn't... wasn't enjoying... just Discord in general, but I found I was fighting with a lot more people, not just in the Miscord, but in or the Clover Chord, but in a lot of other places too, you know? Like in another area, it seems like every 5 minutes you were like, okay, I'm in just here to talk to some friends and have a good time, and then all of a sudden it would turn into an argument over big shit, little shit, middle shit, and everyone was just so argumentative, it felt like. Yeah, it's just like, Jesus Christ, we're all here to be anime nerds. Like, can everybody shut the fuck up, you know? So... Miss said, oh yes, the party dynamic for this campaign has been the best I've seen yet. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. That sounds great. Nevi said, which makes the emotional torment more effective. I imagine it does. One day I'd like to play a D&D campaign. I'd really like to get into D&D. I feel like I would really enjoy D&D, because I would go all in and take it so serious. Like, I would take it seriously, you know? But, anyways. Timer's up. So yeah, let's talk with all my bedhead sort of idea, even though I don't know how I have bedhead. I was just laying on the couch, I guess, so wasn't sleeping or anything. But all right, so the timer's up, and here we go. We are starting off with chapter 207 of Kengan. I don't know how many we're going to read tonight. We're definitely going to at least read the semi-finals. I've been told that actually... after the next fight or so, it sort of goes kind of quick, and then there isn't really much of a post at the end of the tournament. So yeah, so it depends on how quickly we get through these things. We're starting a little later. That's sort of on me. I was just trying to clean up, do some stuff, and you know, blah blah blah. But yeah, so I'm not sure how far we're gonna get, but we'll see. We'll see. And, okay, right off the bat, just want to say, Chapter 207, entitled Crisis, I want to note one thing that makes, I really enjoy this art style for a lot of reasons, but here, this is actually, yes, is it fan service, yes, is she a hottie, but this is realistic as fuck, and more mangaka, and more people should be showcasing women like this. Now, I'm not one of those whole, everyone's beautiful in their own skin. It's like, no, my skin's splotchy and shitty. You know, I got sunspots all over my back and stuff like that. Like, my back is not an attractive back. I accept that, and not every body is beautiful. Like, you have good aspects, right? But right here, note this. I have very rarely seen this drawn in the manga, but look at the skirt. Not so much the skirt, but the skirt part that goes up and cuts across like her hip on both sides, and along with the corset. Notice that even though she's a hottie, she's clearly in shape, healthy, and sexy, like she's got this thing is so skin tight that she's got a bit of a fat roll, so to speak. You know, some of this is sort of going over because she's got that thing tight, yeah, tits out, tight, you know, corset style. Same with the thing, and they're actually showing that, yeah, like you know, not every woman looks like this goddamn perfect airbrushed shit. And then when you bend certain ways, like, you know, this starts to go out. You can't have great tits without a little bit of flab in other areas, right? You can't have a fat ass and fat thighs without, you know, having a little bit of stuff. This is very realistic. That even 10 out of 10s, even 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, have this little bit of, okay, this thing is going to show that little bit of overhang or whatever you call it. Not like a, what do they call it? Muffin top. Like, not a full-on muffin top or something, but just that little bit of, yeah, she's actually got some meat on her bone. She's not a fucking twig. She's in shape and stuff. So, I very rarely see that. I just wanted to say I appreciate that. I very rarely see that, and it stood out to me right away in this first page. So, yeah. Jesus Christ. Griever, what are you doing? Spending fucking 10 minutes on one page already. We're never going to get through this. Alright, so let's go. Overwhelmingly, simply stunning. An absolutely crushing victory. Oh yeah, we have to deal with this. Not even Hatsumi Sen, the Nogi group's ultimate weapon, could even get close to him. Yeah, we know the bullshit of plot armor. Who could have imagined that there would be this much of a difference between them? There shouldn't have been. Very simple. The Fang of Metsudo, Kano Agito, boldly advances to the semifinals. Alright, so here's Edo. I'm awestruck to think he had mastered that technique. Pre-initiative? Countering your opponent after they move. Post-initiative. Right. Discerning the moment your opponent will start moving and striking first by moving at the same time. Counter. And reading your opponent's inception of intent and striking before they move. He's made it practical in actual combat by giving up the flexibility of his formless style in exchange for improving his reflexes. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Not gonna lie, I don't like that at all. I don't like the fact that this dude has like two styles that still make him this unbeatable force. It's like, it's like, eh. I think it's kind of annoying that in the middle of a tournament, it's like, ha ha ha, but he had an original style all along, you know? And I actually don't like that as a plot choice. I think the idea that the Fang had formless, and he was able to even beat guys like Gao Lang, and then but he had to revert to using other styles, but his formless style was being able to witness techniques and be able to replicate them with near accuracy. I think that being basically like the Kakashi or the Yuta or something like that made him very dangerous in his own right. That was good enough, you know? I mean, clearly formless Agito probably couldn't have beaten Hatsumi, so they probably needed this excuse, but I find that kind of, I find as for a plot point, that's kind of annoying. It'd be like if Yuta and fucking JJK all of a sudden went, oh yeah, copying techniques isn't even my actual power. Here's my real power that I've never used or shown this entire time. If Gege pulled that bullshit with Yuta's character, I'd be fucking pissed. I think that was horrible, you know? Like, actually, copying techniques is actually just something I ended up doing, but in fact, my true talent all along was this technique, you know? Or if Kakashi was like, yeah, I use a Sharingan and I copy all these techniques, but actually, Taijutsu, I'm my guy all of a sudden. It's like, what? Like, you know, yeah. I don't like this from a personal standpoint, but different martial arts styles and schools may interpret it differently, but this much I can say for sure. Kano Agito has obtained the ultimate power. He basically, what they're saying is, he's got Ultra Instinct. They literally gave up, he's a copycat to, he's Goku. He's got Ultra Instinct. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Hatsumi Sen was strong. He only lost because he was outclassed. That's all. Oh, God. Sen! Oh, stay with us, Hatsumi. Dr. Hanafusu's on his way. Oh, there's his waifu. Alright, that's nice. So he's raising his hand. Somebody get me a smoke. I don't care who. This isn't going to kill me. I just need a little rest, that's all. Jesus Christ. Look at him battered and beaten. Got it, a smoke, right? Aw, at least she cares. I can't believe it. He's alive and well, not even any permanent damage, but he took that high right kick in the face. By all rights, he should be dead by now. Well, he is, Hatsumi-san, for God's sakes. So, huh? Don't tell me. Oh. No, don't even don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, they're gonna do it, aren't they? Don't tell me. Hatsumi thinking. This is humiliating. He held back. Somebody get me a goddamn smoke. Somebody get me something stronger. Okay. Alright. Let's just get through this so we can get to the fight. If he kicked like he meant it, he could have cracked my head open like a watermelon. That means kind of could afford to go easy on me. Oh, fucking Jesus. Now that I've fought him, I understand just how wide the power gap is. Good grief. Hate to do this to the old guy, but I can't do the impossible. His other pieces are just going to have to pick up my slack. Hatsumi-san retires in the third round. Thank fucking God they're not going to stretch that out for the whole chapter. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus H. Christ, this is terrible. This is literally one of the top 10 worst things. I have always stated, whether you think this matters or not, I think it's relevant. I have read over now, I'm probably closer to over 250 manga than 200. I've read over 250 manga, and this would be in my top 10 worst fucking writing decisions I've ever read. It's not top 5, but it's top 10. It's top 10. Like, it's bad, guys. This is really fucking bad. But anyways, thankfully, we're hopefully done with it. We don't have to read about the bullshittery anymore. Let's see. I won again. Oh, it's the girl, yeah, the CEO of Steelworks, who kept winning the things. Just 3 matches left in the tournament now. I wonder who's going to win. Dear me, you gentlemen are simply too green, CEO of Muji TV. Shouldn't we Kengan Associate members be not focusing on who's going to win, but who's going to be the chairman? Exactly. Mr. Otami is absolutely right. United Clothing. Oh, yeah, the United Kengan. They're both leading members of the Kengan Association. What do you mean? Exactly what I said, young lady. Now, there's nothing wrong with you enjoying the show, but most important thing, we'll be here to prepare for what comes after the tournament. Yeah, these guys are smart. Meaning to think about who the next chairman will be. Yes, Mr. Otami is exactly right. This may be difficult for you younger Kengan Association members to understand. Since Chairman Katahara's tenure has been so long, but a change in the Kengan Association chair can shift the balance in the system of the Kengan Associations in major ways. Yeah, he's been there for over almost 50 years. I suppose we're lucky you're all here to talk about it. Let me tell you about the representatives of the remaining corporations. We have, of course, Matsudo himself. Start with him. He's the only person in the Kengan Association's long history to have a tenure of over 50 years. If reappointed as chairman, the Kengan Association won't change all that much, for better or worse. Then we have our Waka's dude, Furumi. Next is CEO of Furumi Pharmaceuticals. You may find this surprising, but he's a very compassionate man who acts on his sense of duty. I like how they're drawing him like this, like, ooh, he looks all friendly and kind of like a teddy bear, but he's evil. It's like, no, he's actually a really good guy. Sense of duty. He's also a revolutionary who's dissatisfied with the way the Kengan Association is currently run. Oh, they're drawing Yamagohan like a beast. Yamagohan, CEO of Yamagohan Trading Company. He was a former employee of the Nogi Group, but went independent prior to the tournament. It would be safe to assume that he's de facto under Nogi's umbrella. But he's no doubt an incredible, competent individual, seeing the way he's been rising to the tournament. Right, but his deal would be to vote for Nogi, which is still, If Yama wins the tournament, he will almost undoubtedly nominate Mr. Nogi of the Nogi Group as chairman. So Yeah, and the aforementioned Mr. Furumi has also expressed his support for Mr. Nogi. So if Waka or Oma wins, Nogi is going to be the chairman, pretty much. But I feel like there's going to be a twist. I really don't think it's going to be unexpected. I feel like it's going to be really unexpected, like Yamagohan or something. But that's a little too cliche for Yamagohan to become the chairman. You know? So Nogi has been calling for a reformation of the Kengan Association for a long time now. If he becomes chairman, he's bound to bring great change to the Kengan Association. And we still don't know that like secret about him, that Metsudo knows about or whatever. And then we have lastly the CEO of Motorhead Motors. Yeah. The big guy. He's a maverick who spends the good part of the year overseas, and he has no permanent address. He's publicly stated he awakened to his philosophy of life after receiving an Indian name from a Native American tribe. If he becomes chairman, there's no telling how he'll manage it. Okay? Well, Takakaze Kirimi is not exactly a Native American fucking name. Sounds very Japanese to me. But maybe I'm full of shit. That is all. You can essentially consider this a three-way contest between the factors of Katahara, Nogi, and Takaze. I understand, but why are you telling us all this? Ting? It's simple. The more people you have to carry to your throne, the better. We're here to solicit carriers. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so here's Yamagohan. Third round's finally over. It's a good thing Hatsumi's injuries were light, and it looks like his broken finger will heal. I just hope Oma will be fine too. Of course he will. Oma may have said there won't be a next time, but it's not like a doctor told him that. If he focuses on treatment right after the tournament, I'm sure he'll be... Clack. Huh? What? What's the matter with him? Oh, no. No. They're gonna... Is it Setsuna? I feel like this is a Setsuna moment here. What's the matter with him? Hi, can I help you with anything? Oh, the eyes. Oh, shit. Oh, and we're finally going to get the reveal of some stuff, because we don't have very long to reveal all these, like, plot lines. Like, who is she? Like, what's her real objective? Blah, blah, blah. Rin. Okay. We're going to take a 1 hour break. I assume that was Setsuna, but maybe it's not. We're going to take a 1 hour break now to give the fighters a bit of the rest. Please wait for the semifinals to begin. Not like an hour is enough time for them to recover. I bet it's actually for the audience to grab lunch. Yamagohan, where did you go? Oma, it's you. What's the hurry? It's Mr. Yamagohan. He's in trouble. What's wrong with Yamagohan? If we don't do something quick, Mr. Yamagohan will be killed. What? Oh, shit. What do we got here? There's the can. 1 hour remains until the semifinals begin. Okay, shit. Chapter 208, Devil. Oma, Mr. Yamagohan's in trouble. What? If we don't do something quick, he will be killed. So there he is. Huff, huff, huff. He's outside the tournament now. And then there's Buddy. He's on the ground, and... Yeah, I knew it was Kiryu. Yeah, okay, it's Setsuna. Alright. Mr. Yamagohan, are you alright? We should be safe here, but you should go and hide, just in case. Alright. Setsuna, what the hell is going on? Oh, wait a minute. What's going... Setsuna doesn't want to hurt Mr. Yamagohan. Okay, that's weird. There's danger in the stadium. I have to go back and evacuate the others. What's going on? What did you say? They're not remnants of Toyo Electric, are they? Toyo Electric. Please be careful. The enemy is incredibly powerful, and it's Oma he wants. Oma? What's going... Oh, is it the Tiger Vessel or whatever it was? Oh, Mr. Yamagohan, there's our waifu, there's Kaede, and Hanafusu. They're not in the waiting room either. And after Dr. Hanafusu came all the way to treat him, too. I did tell Mr. Yamagohan I was coming ahead of time. There's something stirring in the stadium. Robinson. Oh, shit. I feel like there's a catastrophe about to happen, and just pray they're not caught up in it. Mokichi, something's wrong. Mokichi's sister Elena. Oh, and there's the Cure Clan. There are bodyguards blocking off passageways all over the place. They said they're fixing some malfunctioning equipment. It seems you're right, Makochi. There's something going on. And Toyo Electric Power Company could very well be involved. I smelled it. What's going on? The scent of fresh corpses. Oh, shit. Hojo. Oh, Sekigain. Judging by their wounds, it was our killer on the run who did it. Oh, shit. Bodyguards. You did a good job. I want to see this dude fucking fight. I want to see this dude fight. Katahara Retsudo. You've injured the enemy. Oh, shit. So they didn't go down without a fight. They can't have gone far after the blood loss. Call Misasa and Hawaii. The killer's still nearby. Satsuna, you're bleeding. Don't worry about me. Oh, they're going to say that he's the one. But it's not. I have to go. Get Miss Shion and Tomoko. If only I had some way to stop him. Who in the world is Satsuna fighting? I thought he was long dead. Why did he have to show up now? Is it his master? I've been assuming it's been his master the whole time. Or is it actually Nico? Is it actually Nico? Like Nico never died or whatever? Like, because there's all these assumptions. I always assumed that it was actually like Oma went crazy and killed Nico, and Satsuna's master Satsuna's master and Nico were killed by Oma in a blind rage or some shit. I always assumed there was something to the story, but maybe there is this third person. So I'm just curious, like who could stop, like because the whole the Tiger's vessel and stuff like that, right? Like there's got to be a third person, almost I believe because Nico even said, I'm not the one who taught you that. Like I didn't teach you. The release, the crazy form, right? Somebody else gave that to Nico. Or not Nico, to Oma. So I always assumed it might have been Satsuna's master or somebody like that, and Oma seemed to know who he was talking about. It's like, if he wants me, he can come and get me, the Tiger vessel or whatever. So the Tiger himself, and become the new Tiger vessel. So I wonder what's going on. So I thought he was long dead. Why did he have to show up now? And it... What the... Tokita and Nico? Wait. Nico's alive? Okay. Okay, well... I'm not as shocked, but because, well, I am a little bit, because I always assumed it was going to be the third person. Maybe there still is a third person. But Nico's alive, so what the hell is going on? So he can't stop Nico, alright. He can't deceive me. Back then, who the fuck are you? And back then, excuse me, Mikazuchi. Oh shit. Nico's been killing people? Wait. He can change his shape all he likes. But I will not be fooled? Wait a minute. He's changing his... What? Who the fuck are you? And he's the bodyguard. Wait, what? Nico was hunting the savior and the saved. Mikazuchi, yeah. He was trying to destroy their bond, just like he destroyed mine with Oma's. Then when I foiled Nico's plan, he tried to eliminate me. As the bodyguard? What the hell is going on? Is he jumping into other people's bodies? Has he got a copy? What the fuck is going on? How underhanded must he be? Setsuna, hang in there. You'll never have your way again. Okay, what is going... Alright, this is just adding way too many questions. Like, I don't even understand. But the bodyguards are actually dead. So, did Nico kill them and then, like... Wait, what? Setsuna, are you alright, Setsuna? But first I have to help Mr. Yamagohan escape. Setsuna, snap out of it. What the hell? Nico in a suit? Boom! Right past Yamagohan, and... Bang! Oma comes in. Blocks the shot. Wait, he thinks... Wait, Nico... What is going on here? Setsuna snap out of it. Oh, he thinks that Nico is Yamagohan. What? Wait, what? What is going on? Is Setsuna just, like, literally going insane? Like, and Nico is actually dead? That would actually make a little more sense than everything else that's happening right now. Bang! Almost stops him. Huh? I found you, Kuryu Setsuna. I won't let you have your way anymore. Are you defending your own defiler? Oma, what's the matter with Setsuna? He was normal just a second ago. No, he wasn't, huh? He hasn't just gone crazy. He's been broken for a long, long time. So it goes forward again. Man, he's so easily blocking these moves. You rotate your arm from the elbows down when you use that technique. Did you forget already? I figured it out 10 years ago. Oh, shit. Why? Why are you protecting Tokita Nico? What? Oh, so Nico's not alive. Okay. This is adding like unnecessary plot or something. I have no idea what's going on. It's been 10 years and you're still not making any goddamn sense. Listen, Nico's not around anymore. What? What are you saying, Oma? Tokita Nico's right behind you. What the hell is wrong with you, Oma? Stand back, Yamagohan. I'm probably the one that made him this way. It's time to end our destiny. I don't understand. I don't understand you, Oma. Okay, what the fucking Jesus. I have no idea what's happening right now. Okay. Let's jump into... And we have 6 people in here and only 4 likes. Stop it. Stop it. Hit the like button if you're in the stream. Alright, so let's check back with the chat before we do chapter 209. Let's see. Scrolling up. Let's go. Never said you want the role to listen in. I would be totally lost. Never said if you get tired, I'd recommend stopping after Oma versus Waka. The last 2 fights until the Kengan Aura finished page would be a nice stream on its own. Miss said, I think I'll be able to finish the semis tonight. Never said, yeah, this page of Sayaka is good, though I don't like her dress here. Not my taste. No, it's not my taste either, but I like the fact that they show this really hot 10 out of 10. Definitely, like, she's a fighter, I'm assuming. Like, she's got a little, like, she works out. She works out, you know, that kind of stuff. And still, like, bodies are bodies. You know, you gotta have a little fat on you. Yeah. Nemi said, well, Kuroki also has the pre-initiative, so it's not an imbalance there. No, but once again, why is the Fang a master? Like, Gensei being a master makes a lot of sense. But that's his thing. He went in like Gao Lang. I am literally, no bullshit, no superpowers. I'm just a martial art master. The Fang has never proven that he's that shit. He's proven that he's a fucking copycat. And then all of a sudden, no, but he's also a random master? That makes, it bothers me. It breaks it. It really does. Miss said, well, part of evolution in the removal of unnecessary traits, training excessive versatility for essentials is a solid move. It is, but it doesn't make plot sense for me. Spadex said, I mean, it's not Ultra Instinct. That's a completely different state. Well, it's still bad. It's a similar idea. The idea is being able to move, like, perfectly, right? And be able to anticipate your opponent's moves perfectly. You can't be hit, you know? Because you already know exactly where your opponent's going to strike. You know, it's very similar. Miss said, yeah, it's bad. All right. Spade says, yes, the held back panel, I was waiting for it. Yeah, that was trash. Miss said, Hatsumi is definitely closer to Kano in power than this gives him credit for. I say so. Miss said, we are. Miss said, thank God. Fine said, I have over 500 confirmed manga. See, fine, I find that relevant. If you've read 500 different manga, then your opinion, arguably your opinion on what is a good manga and what's not, holds weight, I would argue, than somebody who's only read 20 manga, right? Like, you got someone who's only read 2 dozen, 3 dozen manga. You have someone who's read over 500 manga. The guy who's read 500 manga, his opinion probably holds more weight about what 10 out of 10, what's 5 out of 10, and what's shitty, right? Because you've just read more. It just makes sense, Miss said, an incredibly competent individual. There you go. Miss said, well, that's his real name, but he also has a Native American name. Oh, okay. Neve said, happens when you're good friends with Native Americans, I guess. Neve said, wouldn't it be funny if after building him up the whole manga, Sandro never revealed who he is? That would be shitty. Band says, yo, Band. Miska and Neve both say hi to Band. Neve said, there's major plot stuff going on right now. Yeah, Neve said, yeah, Kiryu is just schizophrenic right now. Yeah, I guess so. Miss said, we already know Kiryu is crazy. He just is totally losing it now. Yeah, like, I'm not understanding. But now it's making a little more sense. Making a little more sense that Nico's not actually alive and like multiple people taking over bodies or some shit. Let's see. Never said he was stated to have lost his humanity when fighting Kuroki. Miss said Kano has fought for who knows how many years, over 150 matches. He definitely has the fighting experience to be called a master. Well, he's not as old as Gensai, and he hasn't perfected any one form. To become a martial artist, you can't be a jack of all trades and perfect it, and then randomly... You can't use... Like, an out-of-practice master is impossible, The practice master is always going to be better, You would lose it, Like, even in other supernatural mangas and every other manga, people who get out of practice... Look at Gohan in Dragon Ball Z. Arguably, like, once again, where it's literally at this point just superpowers, Gohan, without training, is fucking weak. Weak. Sure, he can get it back if he starts doing some training and over months and stuff like that, but he's never on the level that he was. Or what he would have been. That's why Vegeta and Goku are always the conversation, never Gohan. Gohan used to be part of the conversation, but when he stopped training, things went downhill. And he can't just easily recover that. So I just argue that it's plot convenience for the Fang to use a form for, as you said, 150 matches, to use a totally different form for the majority of those matches, not use his actual form, and then all of a sudden, be like fighting one fight in between rounds for 20 minutes totally brought him back to that level. No, sir. I don't buy it. Miss said, as Kuroki's mastery comes from decades of training and assassination experience. Yeah, see, that I buy. Then we said, and was given special training. We'll see more during Kano versus Kuroki. All right, so let's go. Chapter 209, Truth. Let's see Mr. Crazy. Let's end this, Setsuna. I don't understand you. Are you really the one I longed for? All right. I heard that they knew each other, but did they have some kind of history? It's been 10 years since I fought you. This is going to be the last time. I hope so. I beg you, please end me this time. Oh, Jesus. Hold on a minute. Can you both please calm down for a second, please? Boom, they're going at it. Rah, and Oma, boom. Koi style. Oh, shit. Rakahasa's palm. Oh, shit, jumps. He's actually trying to kill me. All right, boom, boom. Nico style flame kata. Flash fire, dum dum dum. That's the same technique as Oma's. Rakasha's palm, boom. Flame kata phantom pace. Got a hit in. Gah. Nico style adamantian kata. Iron breaker kick. Right to, oh no, he managed to get out of it. Nico style redirection. Weeping willow. We got flashing steel next. Oh, he got a good hit in. Boom. Satsuna says, you poor thing. You're still under Tokita Nico's curse. What's going on? He's barely damaged him at all. But I know he landed at least 2 blows on him. Yeah. Could it be? If Satsuna knows how to use techniques similar to Oma's, does that mean he knows how to defend against them too? Nico's curse. What the hell are you talking about? Nico's been dead for years. Yes. Tokita Nika died 10 years ago. It's that name again. Tokita Nika. Who is he anyways? He should be dead by now. So what is he doing here? Nico died to save me. Oh, shit. Boom. Oma, what are you? Oh, and that's when Oma went crazy for him. And he was going to kill... Yeah. Yeah, he did the release. Wonderful. Please, just kill me now. Oma, how the hell do you possess the spirit? How do you know possessing spirit? Stop. Don't use that, Oma. Shut the fuck up. Who the hell are you? Yeah, okay. Okay. So your memory's confusion's already started. You leave me no choice. I'll have to get a little rough with you. Boom. Nico tried to stop me from going berserk. I survived because of that, but Nico was seriously injured. Even in that... Wow. You know, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me realistically. Nico's so fucking strong, and this isn't Oma from the past using that release, but that release, like, didn't allow him to completely, like, kill anybody. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't that form have dominated every fight? I mean, I guess it sort of did, but power scaling's a little iffy with this one. Nico was seriously injured. Then he died fighting your master before his wounds had healed. Oh, alright. I kind of buy that. Yeah, okay. That's their history? Right. So, when Nico fought his master, he was not in good shape. That's why. That means this battle has been 10 years coming. Sigh. Oh, I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm just disappointed. Oh, not in you, of course, Oma. I just can't believe that Tokita Nico survived. What's Kiryu been talking about? Almost said his master was dead. Tokita Nika was supposed to die that day. I didn't expect him to survive and place that abominable curse on you. It took me quite a lot of trouble to kill him back then. Wait, what? What the fuck did you just say? Huh? Oh, come to think of it, I never told you, did I? Every waking moment I thought as hard as I could, how could I make you my god again? Oh, Jesus Christ. What did I have to do for you to punish me? Fuck. And I decided that I would kill Tokita Nico. Huh? Tokita Nico was finished off by my master, Terry Genzen. But it was me and him who paved the way for that. Him? Huh? Boom, boom, boom. Snap out of it, Oma. I'm going to put a restraint on you. I won't let blank have his way. Oh, so Nico knew about him. Slam. So you're the one behind all this. Oh shit, shadowy figure. Nico's pissed. Okay, whoever this dude is, looks like a badass. I love how the spiked hair goes straight into like this animal, like beard goatee. Looks like a badass. He's got the cat eyes, hence the tiger vessel. Okay. Oh right, he was back there then too. The one that taught me the advance. Oh shit. Alrighty. So chapter 210. Abnormal. It all happened a few days after I mastered the secret technique. Oma, your body's an absolute wreck right now, and to be honest, I'm far from healthy myself. Whatever you do, don't push yourself until your injuries heal. Okay, fair enough, because, yeah, see, Nico was injured almost every major fight. Nico style, anime, content, stuff, blah, blah, blah. Good. I've basically recovered my strength. Okay, fair enough. I may have mastered the secret technique, but I still don't think I'm on par with Nico yet. As far as I know, Nico is the strongest man. I swear one day I'll surpass him. Hey, you must be Oma. What? He's shuddering in fear. He didn't feel a thing. Born and raised in the inside, Oma's ability to detect changes in his surrounding improved drastically in order to survive the harsh environment. But this man easily slipped under Oma's guard. Okay, alright. As if he were taking a walk in the park. Alright, he's built pretty cool. I feel like this guy and Gensei know each other too. Like Nico, Gensei, like they all knew each other. Come on, don't be so defensive. You know, to be honest, I've been watching you for a long time. So I thought I'd be less cautious of me and acted like I just met you. Guess that was pointless. Alright, oh. That happened. Can't have fucking shit getting sticky. So yeah, let's see what he says. You went to that forest, didn't you? So that means you've completed your training for the secret technique, huh? How the hell do you know that? Forget about his shitty technique. I'm the real Nico. What? What? Don't give me that bull. Flashing steel, smash. Boom. Oh shit, what was that? Damn, you're weak, aren't you? That dumbass couldn't even train a single student right. Here, I'll make you stronger, son of a bitch. How the hell do you know Nico? Okay, so they clearly have a history. Hold on. Now, were you even listening? I told you that I'm the real Nico. You're not making any goddamn sense. Raging fire. Boom. Boom. Alright, so they're fighting, but he's easily treating Oma like a bitch. Hit him in the heart. What the hell did you do? Okay, now he's in this rage mode, the advance. Now there's a god dwelling within you. His sham's got nothing on this. What the fuck are you talking about, So long, Tiger's vessel. This is everything I know about him. Nico was your master, wasn't he? Yeah. What do you mean by the real Nico? I don't know. I never figured out who the son of a bitch called himself the real Nico was. But I can't help but think that he's related to Nico, I know somehow. And he did use some techniques that look just like the Nico style. I finally got it, Setsuna. You can use techniques that look like the Nico style because you learned them from him, right? Oma? You've got it all wrong. You've been deceived. Your master was the devil assuming the name of Tokita Nico. I want you to listen to me for a little longer. I'll tell you the truth. It all happened after I had tracked you down 13 years ago. No, you're doing it all wrong. You've got to feel the gravity going Griever from above you and let your feet go shunk into the earth and get back up with a hum. You got that moment? Nobody's going to understand that explanation. Huh? Is it that hard to understand? It's the way I learned it. It's not that hard to understand. It's total nonsense. All right, and this is where he was so mad. Crack. Is that my god? Why? What's changed him? I was convinced that he was the man who defiled my god, and I decided to kill him. Forget it, kid. You're just going to die for nothing if you try it now. Huh? Boom. Hey, nice reaction. You got talent, kid. I'll give you power. The power to kill that devil. Snap. That was when I met him. He told me the truth. He and the devil that called himself Tokita Nico were once fellow students of the same martial art. But the devil murdered his companions one by one and vanished, taking the name Nico and the secret technique with him. Just as I thought he was the devil. Okay, there's probably more to this story. They were probably evil fucking people and Nico killed them. My god had been enchanted by the devil. Then he said to me that he'd give me the power to fight the devil. And he gave me the power to defeat the devil like he promised. The techniques you call the Nico style. He was also the one who told me about my future master, Genzen, though my master didn't seem to know anything about him. I received his techniques and inherited the Koi style from my master, but by the time I had mastered these two styles, I was 16 years old. Then that day, he's abnormal. He's blindly accepted his side of the story, whoever he is talking about incoherently too. But if Setsuna's right, then this man who calls himself the real Nico met Setsuna 3 years before he met Oma. That's too good to be a coincidence. Does that mean the real Nico was watching him all along? 10 years ago, after his encounter with the real Nico, Oma was chasing after the real Nico in a rage. Where's that son of a bitch? Haven't settled the score yet, and what did he do to me? What a sorry sight you've become, Oma. Huh? Who the hell are you? Such a tragedy. I can hardly bear to look at you. I know it's not your fault. It's that devil who's to blame. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have time to deal with crazies right now. To think I'd see you again before I killed the devil. This must be destiny. I want to see you as your old self. The god of destruction that transcends all. I don't care about Tokita Nico as long as you'll return to your old self. Though I'm sure he wouldn't like to hear that. Motherfucker, so you're working with that son of a bitch? Your old self would have come to kill me without a second's hesitation. Tokita Nico's techniques have made you weak. Fum? Goes at him with the Rakshas's palm. Did he just vanish? No, he just moved when I blinked. I don't have time to deal with him. Nico style flame kata. Raging flame and he runs past. Huh? Fum! Catches up, bang. That movement was raging fire. He knows the Nico style too. You? Pulling a strategic retreat? Tokita Nico, why must you torment Oma so? Oma, there's nothing to worry about. I'm going to bring back your power of a god. Did you just twist my arm? I see, he's amplifying the impact by rotating it. So he's dodging, boom, boom, and then he took it straight on Rakasha's palm, right in his heart, and boom, here came the advance. Yeah, the advance happened. You're all pissing me the fuck off and getting on my fucking nerves. He was right, you've come back to us, Oma. I'll start with you. You're fucking dead. And so the rampage began. Well, Jesus. Okay. And then we're on to chapter 211. Truth. Alright, we'll catch up with the chat really quick and see what people are saying. Let's see. Never said he'd been training in several forms. Yeah, but training in several forms means train in all, master of none. You know, like if I go learn karate for 2 years, taekwondo for 2 years, jiu-jitsu for 2 years, you know, etc., yeah, I'll be able to implement them and probably be a pretty all-round fighter. But I'm not a karate master. I'm not a judo master. I'm not a taekwondo master, right? Because I didn't learn it all. I didn't spend enough years and experience to do so. And Agito's not like 50. So I just don't buy it. Miss said, to avoid confusion, we call this funny fella Tiger Nico. Okay, that's fair. Nevi said, the blank individual, the real Nico, is commonly referred to as Tiger Nico by fans to prevent confusion. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so, alright, I guess I didn't really need to check back with the chat, did I? Did I now? Because you guys didn't have much more to say. I guess you're just enjoying the sound of my voice. Alrighty, so, let's see. You've done it. You've finally done it almost. So this is chapter 211 we're on, okay? You've regained your former power. Chapter 211, Truth. At last, I've beaten Tokita Nico. Bam. And this went, shut the fuck up already and I'll kill you. You were overwhelming. Not a single one of my techniques could land on you. I was simply overwhelmed by your pure violence. One step, I was one step away from forgiveness. God, it was probably hard during this too. If only he hadn't ruined it all. Tokita Nico, the devil who deceived you. Oma? Who the fuck are you? Don't get in our way. That man bared his fangs at you in an utter mockery of me. And he delivered a cowardly attack on you, which made you lose your godly power. I will never forgive Tokita Nico for interfering with me. He's insane. Yeah, Yamagohan. It took you this long? He's been following around Oma for these selfish reasons? What I want to know is what happened after that. After I fainted, he showed up. What happened between him and Nico? I was showing interest in him? Is Tokita Nico's curse on him weakening? Oh, of course. You didn't see that battle, did you? It was an awesome battle. There was no room for me to interfere with the power I had back then. He literally risked his life to fight the devil. And he gave the devil a fatal blow in exchange for his own life. Oh, shit. So wait. Nico killed the Tiger Vessel? So he died 10 years ago. Then what about the guy in the white suit who used possessing spirit? I'm disappointed that his sacrifice was all for nothing. I'll put an end to you once and for all. Tokita Nico. Nico's just been in this thing the whole time. Just admit it already. What? Huh? Yamagohan's looking around. I've been watching you this whole time. I saw the way you go all out. What the hell is that? Because it sure looks like you're just imitating Oma to me. What? Oh dear. Not even worry about yourself. You're helpless. You want to become God, don't you? Want to be killed by God, my ass, you goddamn imposter. Oh, Jesus, he's gone completely crazy. Boom. Alright. I hate to say it, but you can't shake me up like that. I want to become God? That's just ridiculous. No man can ever become God. Isn't that right, Oma? Some incredible pressure. Everything going is illogical and crazy. Come on, I'm ready when you are. This strange feeling. I don't even have an ounce of hatred towards him. I feel nothing but pity. Meaning that son of a bitch who calls himself the real Nico fucked up his entire life. Kuryu Setsuna was just being used by him. That's true. Doesn't excuse. But he was already a little fucked in the head before the tiger met him, right? I suppose Kiryu Setsuna does deserve a bit of sympathy for the misfortunate circumstances, but Yamagohan, stand back. Alright? I was saved by Nico. Now it's my turn to do the saving. Oh, that's nice. Oma had already figured out the Rakusha's palm worked, but a feint, knowing something doesn't necessarily mean you can block it. Bang, Rakusha's palm. He took that head out, and now he can't use his left arm. This ain't gonna be good. Bam. Huh? His arm's not twisted. It's twisted a little. Still using his techniques? Grr. You displease me, and goes at him. Chapter 212. Chaining in the Rakusha's palm begins with striking water in the vase. That's actually a actual thing that people do. All day and all night, they strike the surface of the water with their palm until the soft water feels like a rock rippling at their skin. After mind-boggling repetition of this exercise, they reach a certain domain. They learn the sensation of twisting the force. Use the force. Chapter 212, worst. After water comes sand. After sand comes gravel. They continue through these steps until they reach flesh. It's said that it takes no less than 8 years before they make it to flesh. But there was a prodigy who mastered the Rakusha's palm in only a year. Kiryu Setsuna. Alright, so he's a bit of a prodigy, okay. He took the blow. Boom. It's not twisting. It is a little. Indestructible. Nico-style adamantine kata. Indestructible, right. The adamantine kata is one of the main 4 katas of the Nico style. Indestructible technique, hardens the body, blah, we already know all this. It can also use stamina. These rigid, defined muscles prevented the Rakusha's palm rotational energy. Boom, boom, but it's still doing damage. It's no use, Oma. Indestructible is not invincible. I can damage you gradually with it, but and indestructible is a technique that hardens the muscle of your body. It can't be used correctly to the redirection kata, which requires delicate flows of power, and you can only maintain indestructible for a limited time. I won't miss the moment you undo it. It's no use, Oma. Why don't you understand that? Just as he announced, he didn't miss the moment that indestructible wore off. Boom. Nico style redirection and water kata. Swimming swallow. Huh? Grip, bang. Nico style adamantine kata iron breaker. Kiryu blocked the follow-up with indestructible. How is he faster than me? I thought I had a slight edge over him in speed. Has Oma gotten even faster? That's it. Oma, you're going back to your old self. I was the first one who noticed your growth. So why didn't the thought cross my mind? Your physical abilities are far beyond what they were 10 years ago, not to mention the power of your techniques. Tokita Nico placed a curse on you, a slight bend in your spine to limit your output of power that's already been corrected. Okay. A slight bend, that's the curse, is a bend to your spine to limit your output. And as your physical abilities grow, the ever-growing gap between your current and past selves should seem strange to you. I guarantee that you are far stronger than you were 10 years ago. This actually, I don't actually mind this idea, rather than him just waking up and having a Zenkai boost. This isn't bad that Oma actually snapped his, like with all these fights, his spine has been snapped back. He's been training, but his power has been limiting. Once his spine went back to normal, now he can use all his force. Like he's only been at 80%. So that's been the boost. That's cool. Yamagohan said while Setsuna was noticing the truth, Yamagohan was envisioning the worst case scenario. Why didn't I think of this before? Setsuna was taught the Nico style by a man called himself the real Nico. And the real Nico is the same one who unlocked Oma's advance. That means it's entirely possible that Setsuna knows the advance too. Yeah. He gave him the power of God. I forgot about that. Why didn't he use it though? Against, like, Kuroki. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, maybe he tried to. Grab. Wait, what? The more advanced the battle becomes, the more effective little techniques are. The knee in the way. So pay attention to where you put down your feet. Like this, for example. You push your knee against your opponent's knee. If your leg's on the inside, you push out. Then when they lose their balance, you strike. It's pretty simple. It doesn't have a name. It's not exactly unique to the Nico style either, but you're going to need techniques like this to truly become strong. If you keep on launching big flashing moves one after another, you're going to wear yourself out eventually. I'm taking this much damage even while using indestructible. Does that mean Oma's adamantine kata is more powerful than mine? Nico style redirection kata, Weeping Willow. Boom, nice one. Bam, in the face. Holy shit. Well, he blocked it. Setsuna, I can feel that your indestructible is imperfect. You're only going to take more damage the longer this goes on. Flame kata, Raging Fire. Grab, and of course, you try and open up distance, but not on my watch. Holy shit. Okay, chapter 213, Fallen. Bang, he goes down. He's smacking him on the ground. No, almost clearly got the advances. His techniques are, boom, a critical body blow to Setsuna. His legs finally stop moving. And bam, 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 grab. Kuryu Setsuna, this is the Nico style. Iron Breaker kick. Boom, wait, what? Did you? Boom. He dislocated his shoulder to escape my hold. No, that's not all. It should have been nearly impossible for him to dodge the kick at that timing. You put my arm in a hold at an angle that dispelled, so is it going to be the advance? And kept me from using the Rakasha's palm. That was a close one, but this kicked in just in the nick of time. No, what Setsuna was hiding wasn't the advance. Nico style secondary secret technique. Secondary secret technique. Fallen Demon. So, is that the thing he tried to use against Gensai Unveiled? I'd gladly fall to demonhood if it means restoring your godhood. That's not the advance. It's the form he took in that match, yeah. Okay. He's not moving into attack. Not until I make the first move. He can't use his right arm. No way he can win would be to counter. Boom. And he's going to come at him. He made the first move. And he dodged the kick. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Look at how he's bending. What the fuck? I was like, wait, what? And Foamy's on the ground and slam. Oh, he's going to take a hit. Right across the chest. And he's coming at him. Doom. Wait, he stopped. And then, yeah, okay. He gets behind him. He's trying. Son of a bitch. He's keeping up with his left arm alone, but he hasn't gotten any faster. What the hell's going on? He's reading all the movements with the eyes. Tachi Saichia. What? I don't think I'm saying that right. This is the phenomenon where the world appears to go in slow motion when faced with a crisis. Experts say this may be caused by the brain explosively accelerating its processing speed. Yeah, I've heard of this before. Yeah, this happens. Fallen Demon makes use of this principle. Fallen Demon cannot be activated by Setsuna at will. Setsuna is faced with a crisis situation like his brain's limiter is removed. Yeah, that's what it is. Fallen Demon was the technique behind his Asura form in the first and second rounds. Because of his repeated use in a short span of time, he'd reached another level of depth within it. However, bam to the face. He could not turn the tables even with Fallen Demon. That is how much damage Setsuna had accumulated. Additionally, extended use of Fallen Demon causes severe harm to the brain. So as the fights went on, his brain was deteriorating. Setsuna's brain had already failed to recognize his physical injuries. His mind was rushing ahead of his body. Fair enough. And boom, boom, dodge, kick. I can barely keep up even while using Fallen Demon. Now you're even stronger than Takita Nico. I don't think I'm stronger than Nico right now, but maybe. Wonderful. Now, how much more powerful will you be if you regain your godhood now? Yamago had no way of knowing that Setsuna was not seeking to win, but was waiting for this moment when Oma's chest was completely unguarded. He's going to try to force the advance so that he could turn on the switch to restore his godhood and destroy it at the same time. Also that he would never be human again. Holy shit. Chapter 214, Parting. Rakasha's palm straight to the chest. Nope. Bam. Okay. Bam. Look at that double. That's a beautiful double spread right there. That's nice. Unfortunately, Oma just fought, like they only have an hour break and he had to fight this guy. Like, fuck. Wonderful. You really are amazing. I couldn't react to you at all, even with Fallen Demon. I'm sure I flipped his switch. I have resurrected his godhood. I fulfilled my purpose in the world. Come on, finish me off. Put an end to my sins. And Oma, I knew you would do that. Why? Why are you still in that form? You're supposed to become a god again. Why? Jesus Christ, this guy. Cough, cough. I'm not trying to reject the advance. Although Nico's ghost did tell me not to use it, but now that I look back, that was probably something I imprinted in my deep psyche or whatever. Because it was the thing that caused Nico's death. I was telling myself the advance is bad. But there's no such thing as good techniques or bad techniques. It all comes down to who's using it. This is also true if he has control over the advance, but Nico didn't like him having the advance, though. This much is true. I'm going to use the advance in the future when it's time for me to use it, but now's not the time. Setsuna, I decided to defeat you using nothing but the Nico Styles techniques. The techniques of Tokita Nika, the man you rejected. What? Nico Styles' secret technique, Demon's Bane. This is the true Nico style. Oh, he did take the shot to the chest. Demon's Bane? Nico Styles' secret technique? Bullshit! I can't be defeated by that bastard's technique, not the techniques of the man who killed his comrades and deceived you. Kiryu Setsuna, it's over. You can't kill me, not as you are now. I refuse to die by his techniques. You want to kill me, then become a god again, Tokita Oma. Jesus Christ, look at his fucking face. You're still being manipulated by him. I'm not manipulated by anybody. I inherited the Nico style of my own free will. Tokita Nico's not the saint you think he is. He's a cowardly, miserable maggot. You can say that all you like about him, but it was the only family I ever had. And now Nico's dead because of your fucked up delusions. Tokita Nico's dead? Who the hell are you trying to kid? He's standing right there. We're playing right into his hand. Now is not the time for this. We have to save Mr. Yamagohan. No, that doesn't matter right now. Kill me with your godly power. Then my sins will be cleansed. I will be saved. Slam. Oh, fuck. What did he do? Oh, shit. Did he... Bam. Palm right to the chest. So what's this supposed to do? Knocked him out. I don't have anything left to say to you. Oma, what did you just do? Nico style redirection kata. Chi blockage. Of course they're gonna have the key block. Of course. Every manga that uses this stuff always has I have knocked out, I have cut the threads of power, so he'll never be able to use martial arts ever again. To break it in. That's the technique Nico used to stop my advance when I was out of control. It was originally meant to destroy the nerves, but it can be used to suppress the automatic nervous system or whatever it's called. Just like I thought his nerves had been messed with. I know because I went through the same thing as him. His hallucinations were affecting from you overusing the technique. Yeah, just like Oma. But now that I've suppressed his nerves, they shouldn't get any worse at least. This is all I can do for him. What happens to him from here depends on him. Oma, are you sure about this? Are you really going to do this for Setsuna, who caused Nico's death? I'm not trying to legitimize anything he's done, but I'm not going to let him take the easy way out. Oh, that's fair too. And I think Nico would have said the same. Oma. Bam. Yeah, he still took some damage. Shit, he landed a good one on me at the very end. I couldn't redirect all of it. Yamagohan. That's it. You've done enough, Oma. Let's forfeit. You can't hope to. Huh? Sorry, but you gotta let me have my way for 2 more matches. I want to prove the Nico Styles power. Our power. Yamagohan. Let's go, Yamagohan. It's time for our match. Oma is the son Yamagohan deserves. Let's be real here. Yamagohan deserves a son like Oma. Let's go. Oh wow, we got 8 likes, guys. Let's hit 10. Let's hit 10. Let's see. Checking back with the chat. Sun Eater says, so we have reached Tiger Nico. Yes, we have. Nevi said, I can't wait to see Tiger Nico fight one day. All we know is that he's got to be top tier. Also, he's not dead. It was only a pretty hard blow. Yeah. Well, I assume that much. The tiger's still alive, but Nevi said Tiger Nico might have trained wrong as a funny little prank. I mean, maybe. Nevi said, oh yeah, don't use the possessing spirit until X, Y, and Z happen. SpadeX said the little stuff Nico tries teaching Alma, like footwork and positioning, is really good in my opinion. Yeah, because that's true martial arts, right? And Nevi, is that a bit of a spoiler? Tiger Nico's not dead? I mean, I assumed he's not dead, but that sounds a little spoilery. Alright, so anyway, we're caught up. So chapter 215, entitled Substitution. Alma and Setsuna's unfinished business had finally been settled. As we made our way back to the stadium, we ran into a group of the bodyguards. The man who seemed to be their captain told us Setsuna had murdered 3 bodyguards and was on the run. I wasn't sure whether or not we should tell him about Setsuna, but we decided to trust him in the end. And now the semifinals are beginning. Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. We have just noticed a spot of minor damage to the dome's equipment, and we will be delaying the semifinals by 2 more hours for repairs. Okay. We appreciate your patience. Dome's equipment, that's pretty vague. Some kind of trouble? Maybe a burst pipe? So please enjoy our halftime show by the Kengan Round Girls. Meanwhile, I'll go change my outfit for the semifinals. Well, that's going to be on all the guys' minds. Ooh, she's changing. Are these the young master's instructions? That's right. He just told me to delay starting time of the... Wait. Are these the young master's instructions? Huh. That's right. He just told me to delay the starting time of the finals. No advance notice either. It was a real pain in the neck. Also, I was the bodyguard? Like his son? The young master? That's odd. The young master hardly ever tells you how to run things. Yes, but now that you mention it, this might be the first time. But it's alright. I can let him have his way at least this once. Alright. Thank goodness. I don't really know what's going on, but we're lucky to get 2 hours to rest. He pulled some strings behind the scenes. That bodyguard we just ran into. Okay, so that's what's going on. Kiryu Setsuna killed his men. This is his way of thanking us. Oh, fair. I see. Okay, your check's up done, Hanafusu. I can't say you're in good shape, but it looks like the Cure Clan's treatment is working. You should get as much rest as you can before your match. Thanks, Hanafusu. But resting's not my thing. I'm going to take a little walk around to warm up. Jesus Christ, really? Come on, Oma. Mr. Yamagohan, are you really sure about this? Yes, this is what Oma wants. He's incredible. I'm sure he knows what's happening to him, but still, I can never understand what he's thinking. I decided to watch him until the very end. It's the least I can do for Oma. Alrighty. Mr. Yamagohan. Oh, it's Nogi. Mr. Nogi. And Kaede, huh? Is something wrong? Good job advancing to the semifinals. Your work here is done. Wait, what? Is he trying to take over and be like, Oma's my guy now? Oma and Waka meeting up. Hey. Hi. They have to fight next. Now that I think about it, we've never talked before, have we? Yeah. Thanks, Waka. You're pretty badly injured. So are you. One of us might die in the next match. Well, it's a match. These things happen. Waka said, this match is fixed. Huh? Our boss says... Oh, let's see. Our bosses both support Mr. Nogi. Oh, that's right. The smarter thing to do would be for one of us to step aside. This is my boss's decision, so I don't plan on opposing him. I only put forward one condition. I would be the one to advance to the finals. Shit. Waka might be able to still beat Oma, though. You want me to remove Oma as my fighter? Correct. Pharmaceuticals is a member of the same faction, Four Dragons as the Nogi group. They're all our allies, in other words. They've already agreed to nominate me as chairman. But the condition put forth by Pharmaceuticals was, in the event that the two Nogi supporting corporations compete, the corporation employing Waka will advance. In other words, the match will be fixed to allow Furumi Pharmaceuticals to win. It's a convenient condition, I must say. Forfeiting would seem far too unnatural, given that substitutions are allowed. I want to avoid any possibility of a person being cast on me when I become Kengan Association chairman. It's abundantly clear that Oma is exhausted. They'd see a substitution as natural. I'll prepare you a substitute fighter. Am I good, Mr. Yamagohan? No. Oh, everyone's like, wait, even though, wait, what? Just straight up, no. Yeah, we knew that wasn't going to happen. Oma's fighting. Oma doesn't have time left. He wants this. Mr. Nogi, you're going too far. Yamagohan gonna talk back. This isn't your fight alone anymore. There's someone fighting out there right now, risking his own life to overcome his past. Yama Trading Company's fighter will be Tokita Oma. That is my final decision. Well, shit. And Nogi's like, wait, what? Are you insane? Oh shit, Nogi gonna lose it. What's the point in sticking to your pride now? Think it over. I can agree to get Oma off this island immediately, have him treated at the best medical facility in the country. I can write off your 5.1 billion yen debt. I can even offer you a seat on the Nogi Group's board of directors. I'm sorry, Mr. Nogi. I've already made my choice. Don't worry. I know Oma will win. Your ambition will still come true. Let's see. It's not just my ambition. Are we going to get... Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to get the reveal of why Nogi's doing this? Oh, and here's fucking Ren. I don't trust that bitch. Huh? Until very recently, I didn't seek to become chairman of the Kengan Association. Kaede's shocked, but Ren is not. Who's Ren working for? But I couldn't escape the curse of my destiny. One day, I made my decision to become the Kengan Association chairman. Yamagohan, it was the day I first found out about you. Okay, so we saw Yamagohan about this before, so huh? Same goes for me, Waka. Huh? I'm not stepping aside for anyone. Guess we're at what you would call an impasse. Instead of, yeah, an impasse. Or is he saying that right? Or is he actually saying impasse? Like, it just seems, because it's in quotes, he's like an impasse or something. It seems like that's how he's trying to say it. We've reached an impasse. Let's settle this our own way. Yeah, I guess that's our only choice. Well, I'm glad that they're like, all right, you know, here's the conditions, but fuck that. Let's go. All right. The wait is over, ladies and gentlemen, and arguably this is stupid because whoever wins is still going to wear out the other fighter. Semifinals are about to begin. Chapter 216, Wakatsuki. All right. Alright, so for the first match of the semifinals, Tokita Oma for Yama Trading Company versus Wakatsuki for Furumi Pharmaceuticals. Right before we start that, since we're finally going to start the goddamn match, let's just catch up with the chat really quick. Never said no, you misread something. Don't worry, though, when it comes to Tiger Nico, it would be pretty easy to spoil stuff by accident. Deciding on whether I like Yamagohan and Oma or Toriko and Komatsu more will always be my hardest internal conflict. That's actually a very good comparison of greatness. What do you mean I misread something? I don't believe I did. Let me just really quickly... bang, bang, bang. It wasn't during this, it was before this. Yeah, so it wasn't any of this shit. So it was... Hold on. I'll find it. 209. The truth. Let's see. Because he said he died in the attempt. Let's see. See the one behind all this? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then boom, 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 boom. See. I didn't think I misread it. Now I want to double check. He was the devil, yada yada yada. He wanted to know what happened in the fight. Come back to us, Oma. That's right. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I didn't misread that. I didn't misread that at all. There was no room on, just so we're clear, chapter 211, page 11. It was an awesome battle. There was no room for me to interfere with the power I had back then. He literally risked his life to fight the devil, and he gave the devil a fatal blow in exchange for his own life. The tiger, Nico, died. In exchange for his own life, he delivered Nico a fatal blow. That's literally how that reads. I didn't misread that. That's what's been assumed. Now, granted, I don't think he's dead, but that is what Setsuna believes. Setsuna believes that fucking he exchanged for his own life, he dealt a death-dealing blow to Nico. That's literally how it reads. Just making sure. I knew I didn't misread that. I knew it. People lying to me. You people. People lying to me. Alright, so let's go. Let's Let's start. So, chapter 216, Waka. So, for the first match of the semifinals, which we are going with Oma, of course, because plot is going to dictate it's going to be the Fang versus Oma, right? Like, at this point, it's so obvious. Even though I think that Waka would probably win this fight if it wasn't, like, if Oma wasn't the main character, I'd be betting on Waka. How's that? And if the Fang wasn't fucking, what do you want to call it? Plot armor, broken, whatever, I'd bet on Kuroki. So Oma for Trading Company versus Waka Pharmaceuticals. Both of these men just fought intense matches in the third round. And these past few hours can't have been much rest for them. And then they're looking pretty clean though. And yet, their fatigue and damage is barely even on display here. Which then will go on to the finals. The Wild Tiger or the Asura. Battles are about to begin. Huh? What did you just say? Seki says, I'd put my money on it. Waka's gonna win. That's from Seki. Okay. Seki's saying. Don't get me wrong. I ain't underestimating Tokita. He beat me in a match for Christ's sakes. But he's got everything working against him. He's right, says Gaolang. Tokita almost wounds are deep. But the same goes for Waka. So I think they're evenly matched, says Gaolang. No, that ain't what I'm talking about. Tokita's one hell of a guy. He's good enough to make some serious waves in the Kengan matches. But it ain't like Tokita's the first. The rising star, the revolutionary, the savior. We've seen plenty of people who got called things like that come and go. There was a man who killed a man-eating bear with just a single punch. A karate practitioner said to have possessed fists that could even kill a god. There was a man who they said advanced the history of modern martial arts by 100 years. Legendary mixed martial artist whose name always comes up anytime people debate about the strongest man in the world. Yeah. A man who, along with Wakatsuki, was one of the 10 or so cases of the Superman syndrome in the world. An Eastern European monster who they said was so strong not even all of humanity combined could match him. There was a man who drove the South American underground martial arts community all on his own. A jiu-jitsu practitioner with a 500-0 record whose opponents say they lost before they even knew it. There was a man they said had the talent to overcome the Fang of Metsudo. His background was unknown. A prodigy who practiced a mysterious martial art. Wait. Had the talent to overcome the Fang of Metsudo. All of them were beaten by Wakatsuki. It wasn't even close. Jesus. Well, maybe they just overhyped these guys. None of them even put up a good fight against him. They were all beaten down through and through. In his over 300 matches, only 2 fighters have gone toe-to-toe with Waka. The Floating Cloud Hatsumi Sen and the Fang of Metsudo. The 2 that beat Waka. And that was just before this tournament. Well, no, it wasn't just before because he still had like black hair and shit like that, you know, and like it wasn't that soon. The decathlete Murabochi Gozo tried to settle the match with speed, but instead Waka took the initiative and beat him miserably. Julius, probably the only man in the world with more raw power than Waka, tried to take him head on, but was beaten by his superior technique. Mutaba, the master of battlefield combat, managed to get the upper hand with surprise attacks, but it wasn't enough to bring Waka down. Blitz, brute force, surprise attack, they all had different tactics, but Waka overcame them all. The only types Waka doesn't do well so against are Hatsumi types, who specialize in soft techniques, or formless types like Kano. See, actually now, with Kano in his whole, ooh, I have Ultra Instinct shit, Waka actually probably has a better shot, who adapt their tactics to match their opponent's style. So in that sense, Waka might have an easier time against Kano right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what pisses me off about that round. Is that, oh, just because Hatsumi's up and he can't win in formless, he switches this technique, and it's like, but he wouldn't have won some of his other matches. Like, would he beaten Gao Lang with that technique? Probably not. That's the point. You know? The Fang would not have beaten Gao Lang even if he would have won. He would have had a much harder time. And same like it's like the plot convenience is really bullshit because these are matches, you know. Like I don't know. Let's see. So if Tokita's got a chance, it'd be with a blitz or a surprise attack. He's got to set the flow of the match before Waka even starts moving. Okay. Well, as I said, if it weren't for plot, like, not that I like Oma, so it's not really a big deal, but I think, I really think that Waka should win this fight, but we'll see. Go for the victory. Waka the Fang is nothing. You can beat him. You feel great. You can do this. Like, as I said, if it weren't for main character energy, my vote would have been for Waka. So, let's go. Goddamn, almost everyone in the stands is convinced you're going to win. Doom. It's different. This pressure's different from Kira Ryan's. It's nothing like Setsuna's either. Closest thing to it is Nico's. Shit. It's the pure pressure of a man who's just incredibly strong. These types are the toughest to handle. Guys who are simply strong are uncontrollable once they let loose. And he's so powerful, I should assume that I'll lose if he lands a direct hit on me. I don't want him to take the initiative. His style's full contact karate. He's going to want to get in close. I'm going to keep my distance from him. Ha! Holy shit. Right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Take your stance. Let's go. One thing I'm sure of. There's something wrong with Waka's eyes. He must have changed his stance to make up for his eye. It's probably the right eye that's not working right. He's putting his working left eye back to widen his field of vision. Fair enough. As soon as the match starts, I'll get a hit in with flashing steel, then back away with raging fire. I'll use a hit and run tactics for the match. I'll put out his left eye in my first rush, then it'll all be over. Begin! Boom! Waka just fucking bam! Jump forward. He made the first move? Is that a traditional style karate punch? So he knows more than just full contact karate. Oh damn, Waka's just like, boom! Boom! That's gotta hurt. Oh, redirection. But I can recover this. Boom. Nico style redirection. Weeping will. That's not gonna work. Boom. Like, yeah, no. Waka, huh? Slam to the gut. Holy shit. Yeah, like, I'm hoping that he blocked that because, as I said, if he takes a couple hits from Waka, game, set, match, ladies and gentlemen. Game, set, match for that. That's just the truth. Chapter 217, Kengan. Waka goes for this hit. Boom, yeah, he blocked it, but oh, look at that damage impact. Slam. He's close. Boom. Bam, bam. Oh, shit. Oh, is he trying to use... he's defending, but look at his arms. He's throwing a flurry of lower punches. Please tell me he's using indestructible. There's no way almost... I mean, his arms. Look at his arms. Like, Waka's way too fucking strong for those arms not to be broken if he's not using adamantine. Switch to full contact. These blows are heavy. I can't block all the damage with indestructible. Yeah, he's got to... If he wasn't using indestructible, Waka would have broken his arms. In full contact karate, attacks to the face are prohibited. This prohibited is what led to the development of this super short range fighting, because the fighters getting so close to style is sometimes referred to as sumo karate. But there was no better strategy for bringing out Waka's sheer power. He's so goddamn strong, these blows are even heavier than Kurirayans. Alright, it's all one word, they have a typo. If my destruction was at a 10, his power would be at a 50. My indestructible was at a 10, yeah. No, don't take your distance. Oh, shit. Why? Boom. What? He's throwing him a jab while he's running away? Slam. All the way back. Just fucking look at the power. Why isn't he following up? This is his perfect chance. Huff. What do you think he's going for here, Jerry? Yeah, why isn't? Yes, I'm picking up a real determination to avoid grappling and end this match with nothing but blows. Oh, I see. Well, he did some pretty high-level grappling from Tokita in the third round. I guess Waka wants to fight him upright. Jerry's probably right. He's not going to want to take his chances with the grappling that took down Cosmo. Any ordinary fighter would want to end it right away, but even though he's fully injured, he hasn't lost his cool. He hasn't fought over 300 Kengan matches for nothing. There you go. Wakatsuki. So he can reach me from that range. He sure can move for a guy that weighs almost 200 kilograms. If he's not going to come to grapple me, that's fine by me. I can just use every second of rest I can get. Thump, huh? Look at his... What the fuck? I guess I can't count on indestructible anymore. Like, seriously. Like, Waka's power is stupid. Looks like I'll go down before I can put his other eye out. Waka's breathing a lot, though. Waka, you just need to make it past this, then you'll have your long-awaited rematch with the Fang. Waka, 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 waka. Who wants to hear a funny-ass joke? Waka, 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 waka. Alright, and he's going for something, even after all this. He's going to go for the secret technique. Doom. Is that stance for Demon's Bane? Oh, he's going to use the advance. The resistance is pointless. Even if Oma manages to win, he'll come out with heavy injuries. He won't be able to fight in the finals. You're going to get Oma killed, Yamagohan. Forfeit the match. What gives you any right to tell me what to do? You're the one who set up this tournament in the first place. I've long since made up my mind. I can sacrifice anything it takes to win this tournament. But you can't, huh? I can't let you make the same mistake the Nogi clan did. What? Yeah, are we going to learn something? What do you mean by that, Mr. Nogi? What exactly do I have to do with the Kengan matches? I guess it's finally time for me to tell you everything. It all started 300 years ago in the early days of the Kengan Association. In the Edo period. Back in the Edo period. Let's go. Back in the Edo period, there was a fighter who was said to be one of the strongest. His weapon was his eyes. He had such great power of sight, he could see any attack coming. It's what you would call superhuman kinetic vision nowadays. Let me guess. That's what Yamagohan's been able to have the whole time? Because he was like, something doesn't look right. Because he's been doing that. Yamagohan has had an eye for this the whole time. Is that what he's going to claim? His employer was my ancestor, Nogia Ikichi. As he was a fallen samurai, he entered my ancestor's employ in exchange for financial aid for his family. This man's name was Yamagohan Ichinio-shin. Ichinio-shin, the fist eye or Kengan. He was your ancestor. Jesus. My ancestor was a fighter? Holy shit. Your visual accuracy has been passed down to you from him, albeit imperfectly. Does that ring any bells? What's that supposed... What was that? What happened during the draw? Now, back to my story. He swore an absolute fealty to Ikichi for saving his family from crisis, and Ikichi placed absolute trust in him. It wasn't long before they developed a friendship beyond employer-employee. However, taking some hits. I have good news, Ichinio-shin, Ikichi. The Kengan Association has finally given way. They are holding a tournament to decide the next chairman. Oh, he's in pain, it seems. At last, we can achieve our long-cherished desire. The Kengan Association will be reborn. Huh? See, what are you, wounded? Is that from the last month's matches? Pay me no mind, Ikichi. Let us build the Kengan Association all new together. That was how the tragedy began. Oh shit. So this is long before the Fang. Chapter 218, Chain. And so began the first tournament over the chairmanship in the history of the Kengan matches. The first one, shit. We have a winner. The winner is Yamagohan. Let's go. Oh, but his eye, look, man, that sucks. And the problem is his eye. Like, his eyes are his thing, and that eye looks pretty injured. Cough. Ichi, that's enough. Nogia will forfeit the tournament. You can heal your wounds and wait for your next chance. The early Kengan Association had a rule that each member may only have one fighter in its employ. In other words, Ichinio-shin's forfeiture would mean Nogia's defeat. I'm so sorry, Ikichi. I lied to you. The doctor told me there's nothing they can do. This is my price for fighting recklessly all these years. I will die sooner or later. Oh, but there's no reason for you to blame yourself. I choose to fight of my own free will. Ichi, I will die, but I want to choose where I will die. Let us fight, Ikichi, to create the world of the future. But they lost in the end? Let me guess, he lost the championship match? Ichinio-shin fought through his heavy injuries. Everyone could see that he couldn't go on any longer. Some mocked him for it, and yet Ichi Niyoshin won match after match, all for his friend, Nogiya Ikichi. And then, after winning the semifinals and advancing to the finals, Ichi Niyoshin lost his life. He died before he actually met in the finals, so he could have been in the finals. So, wait a minute. That means that the guy who made it to the finals in the other bracket automatically wins. Oh, that's cheap. In a way, that's fucking cheap. So whoever won that back then didn't really win it by, like, legit. They didn't have to fight the final match. Soon after Ichi Niyoshin's death, his brother, the heir of the household, also died suddenly. With no more heir, the house of Yamashita was abolished. Nogiya Ikichi spent the rest of his life trying to track them down, but to no avail. Did that really happen to my ancestors? I heard the story from my grandfather. It's tradition passed down in the Nogi family for generations. Back then I let it go in one ear and out the other. I was sure that my grandfather thought of it as nothing more than a fairy tale himself. A family who went missing 3 centuries ago was none of my concern. But then, 5 years ago, I learned about you, and that you were working at an affiliate of the Nogi group. I was shaken. I had never believed in anything spiritual all my life, but I feared Ichi Niyoshin's curse. Then you should have left Yamagohan out of the fucking thing then. This makes no sense. That is when I remembered the last will of Nogiya Ikichi. Find the Yamashita family and repay them. We could have just given them money. Like, what? And so I decided to become the Kengan Association chairman, just like Ikichi and Ichishino sought before me. Preparation took me 5 years. Okay, but how does that repay them? Then one day, as if led by destiny, you witnessed Tokita Oma's battle with Komada. You had an encounter with the Kengan matches without any intervention from me. If that isn't destiny, then what is? Okay, so now he's believing in the spirits. He's believing in, like, destiny and fate and stuff. Okay, that's making a little more sense. It's actually not bad, because at this point it's like this can't all be a coincidence. 300 years ago, like, and it's all happening again, you know. And then you appointed me as Oma's manager. It's all finally coming together now. But I still don't understand. What will you do when you're in charge of the Kengan Association? I intend to appoint you as my deputy chairman, Yamagohan. Yeah, I was about to say, well, the deputy chair, yeah, like, you're going to be my right hand, and you are going to repay your family. I'm going to make you yeah. Not right away, of course. I will entrust Yam Trading Company to someone I can trust and make you a director of the Nogi Group. I'll have you learn business administration. Then you will return as CEO of Yamashita Trading Company and become deputy chairman of the Kengan Association. That's his that's a fair way to repay, because that's what they fought for. Nogiya Ikichi and Yamashita Ichi Niyoshin sought to reform the Kengan matches. The time has come to fulfill Yamashita Ichi Niyoshin's and Nogiya Ikichi's desire. The dream is already within reach. Do you understand now, Yamashita? Any further fighting is pointless. At this rate, Oma will die for nothing. Don't repeat the same mistake that we did. Forfeit the match already. Mr. Nogi, I appreciate the thought, but I have to say no. Well, we knew that was going to happen. What? I understand that things happen between our ancestors, but that's none of our business. None of our business. Are you? Yeah, with Nogi, right? Like, Nogi's got a point. Like, you find out all this shit, and it's, like, impossible and stuff. Like, it's got to be some level of fate. Like, you have to. You have to. Something deep inside your family bloodline cries out to be a part of the Kengan Association. It's always been there, you know? You know, like the chosen one, the destiny, that kind of shit. Like, we're born fighters, you know, the Rocky Balboa. I'm a fighter. It's in my blood, you know, that kind of shit. Yamagohan said, besides, I don't have what it takes to become the deputy chairman, so why don't we just forget the past and move on? But the Nogi family has an unpaid debt to you. We are guilty of taking his life. Guilty? Do you really think so, huh? I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing that he fought to the death, of course. But even though he lost his life, why would he blame anyone else for it? He fought of his own free will, didn't he? The same goes for Oma too. Yeah, I get Yamagohan's perspective. I get Nogi's perspective. This is actually some pretty good writing because it's showcasing two sides of, and neither one is actually really wrong. Like, neither one's wrong necessarily, you know? So it actually, I like that. I like when it's sort of like, I get it. I get these two characters. There's the same situation. They see it two different ways, and neither way is a bad way to see it, you know? Like, one's not greedy and the other one's like pure or anything like that. Like, they're both. Oh, I don't mean that Oma's going to die, of course. So anyway, why don't we go and cheer Oma on? Okay. Oma's not moving. He's sitting in a stance. It's almost like he's about to draw a sword. All right. And Waka's rushing. Redirection, water, flame, adamantine kata. Right. All 4 katas. Take this. Wakatsuki, Nico style, secret technique, Demon's Bane. Here we go, the secret technique, and boom, everyone, Seki shock. So this knocked out Ryan's please. So this worked. The Devil Lance, Gensai, standing there with the Fang. Cough. Oh shit. He never even got the move off. He's coughing up blood. What the hell? Waka's saying. Oh no, he took the hit. Holy shit, in the shoulder. I'm sure that my punch landed, so how is he still moving? I mean, do you call that moving? Waka took a heavy hit though. Not only that, but he even landed a counter, and a powerful one too. Was he holding the power up his sleeve all along? Tokita, I can't underestimate you. God damn it. Wow. Shit, I got the timing wrong. I couldn't send the power right back. Did he catch on to Demon's Bane trick? No, Waka had not yet worked out Demon Bane. His caution towards this unknown technique stalled his attack. But only for a moment. Huff. Back in form. He's going for the kill. Gensai recognizes it. Doesn't matter what you're hiding. I will have the last laugh. Holy shit. Oh, how did Oma take that hit? Oma should be down. I'm not going to lie. Oma should be fucking down. Alright, yeah. So, let's check in with the chat, and then we'll take a short break, I guess. And then we'll be right back to it. We'll be right back to it. Demon's Bane is essentially a counter. Chapter 219 together. Not just any old counter, of course. It allows you to completely ward off the impact of your opponent's attacks. Oh, this is a new chapter. My bad. Thought it was the last page. Okay, going into the chat. Spadex says, what a lot of people picked up as Setsuna is insane because of fallen demons, so he'd be able to make the assumption that he's wrong in the memory of that moment. Yeah, sure, fine dandy. I'm saying that that's probably the case, but that's what was stated. He stated that, and from our perspective, we don't know what the truth is at this point. That's why I said it's kind of spoilery. Like, I assumed he was wrong and he survived the attack, but that's what we're being told so far. Neves said, the page with the 5 unnamed guys who lost to Waka is really fun to edit for memes and whatnot. Oh, fair enough. Miss said, not a typo, almost always says people's names. Full names is one. Oh yeah, that's right too. It just gets confusing. Neves said, I've never seen a more bruised arm in manga. I have, but that's pretty close. Neves said, then again, I've not read too much as of current. Fair enough. So, Jobber Supreme is apparently spoiling like crazy for some reason. Neves said, why don't we go and cheer Oma on? I love this manga. Yeah. Neves said, Oma should be down. That's why a lot of people don't like this fight too much. Oma tanks a little bit too much, even with limp magic. Yeah, like, Oma should be fucking down. Right here, right now, yeah. I understand why people don't like this fight. But really, the fight that we all can agree that sucks is not this one. Neves said, though that's an aspect I'm fine with. Like, I'll take it. MC it's see main character power of friendship, whatever you want to call it, is like it's just there. Miss said, yeah, since although he tanks the damage, it's absolutely wrecking his body. Senator said, walk of the tank. Yeah, there's that too. So, yeah. All right. Alrighty then. So we're caught up with the chat. I'll be right back. Thank you guys very much for 9 likes, but let's hit 10 before the end of the stream because we're going to try to reach the end of the semifinals. I feel like I'm busting through these chapters as fast as I can, but it's almost been 2 hours since the stream started. Like, god damn. Like, it just feels like it's been a long... I know I started late, but holy fuck. Alright, so we'll be back. We'll be right back here shortly. And a message from our sponsors. We don't have any sponsors, so make up a commercial in your head and go from there. Okay, be right back. We're back. Let's see. Never said no, Jobber wasn't spoiling. He was just trying to provoke you. Would be funny content. Too many rants to kill the mood quite a bit. Oh, really? So they're not spoilers? I mean, he can try to provoke me all he wants. But I don't fight with idiots. So, because they take your... Because what's the old line for that? You don't fight with idiots because they'll bring you down to their level and beat you by experience. That kind of shit. So, no offense, that was a little harsh, but I mean, if you're trying to provoke me, I mean, if they're not spoilers, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. You don't have to take away anything that's not a spoiler. You don't have to delete. It's fine. Okay, so Miss said Oma versus Kiryu lasted a bit longer than I remembered. We should be able to finish the semis as I expected. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, so let me know if what Jobber said wasn't spoilers, so at the end of the stream I'll just scroll up and see what the fuck he said. Just so we can get through the chapters. Just curious on how he's trying to, Yeah, so. Alrighty, let's go. Demon's Bane, chapter 219 together, is essentially a counter. Not just any old counter. Oh, we already read this because we're starting to read it. It's definitely different, only changes the direction of power. Demon's Bane is more complicated. It's a little like this. Redirection uses the redirection to change the direction of the flow of power. Uses the water to go limp and let the power flow through you. Let the hate flow through you. Flame, at the same time, check your positioning, and adamantium to deliver the power back to your opponent. By adding your own power onto it on top of it, it becomes an even more powerful attack. That's the basics anyways. You never know what kind of attack your opponent will throw at you, so Demon's Bane can take different forms depending on the situation. So any counters that start with redirection, then move through water and flame into adamantium are called Demon's Bane. I said it uses all four katas, but the most important ones are water and redirection, right? Exactly. First, there's redirection. If you send the power in the wrong direction, that's the end of it. Then there's water. You can't let the power flow through you unless you go completely limp. The body can serve as an accelerator or a deaccelerator. It's the water kata's job to add or diminish. And he's bad with water kata. The power you send back to your opponent. And you're especially bad with the water kata, so you gotta train harder. Oh, shut up. I wasn't limp enough. Yeah, I took quite a lot of the damage. Yeah, this makes no sense that Oma's standing, but alright. And in comes Waka, boom, trying to kick him. Gets out of the way. He immediately switched the positions of his right and left feet, slightly opening up his right side. It was enough of an opening to deliver that attack. Boom! Crescent Moon Kick. Oma used Indestructible, which saved his liver from rupturing. But the damage was massive. Down. Oh, he's on his knees. Crack. How is anybody going to be able to fight the Fang in this sense? You know what? Gensei for the win. Let's say that. Let's have the dark horse. Everyone's like, oh, the Fang or Oma or Waka. No. Kuroki Gensei. And he follows up again. He's not giving him a moment to rest. Boom, boom, boom. Redirection, Weeping Willow. Huh? Foam. Jumps out of it. Slam. Ironbreaker. Tries. Nope. And he's got to dodge them all, of course. Redirection and water kata. Swimming swallow. He even blocked the attacks I threw to his blind spot. He's adapted to see out of one eye. Shit. Boom. I thought he couldn't use... Oh, it's his other arm. He couldn't use... Shit, look. Tokita, you've done well enough. I commend you from the bottom of my heart. Everyone here recognizes just how strong you are. So isn't this enough? He's switching? Be proud to be defeated by me. Let's go. Waka's low kick. Wakatsuki's letting out a storm of low kicks. Oh no! If Oma loses his mobility, he won't have a prayer. Foam. How many did I take? I can't feel my leg anymore. Yeah, this durability of Oma's is... I see how this pisses people off. It's main character bullshit is what it is, but it's alright. We all assumed he'd get... There's no way he could beat Waka straight up. Can I keep going in these conditions? Can I launch another Demon's Bane? Fum, fum. Will it even hurt this monster? If Demon's Bane doesn't work, I'll be... Bam! Shit! If he takes out my right leg, it'll be too late. And everyone's cheering for Waka. Can I do this? Can I? Or is he going to use the advance? Or is he just going to stick with the Demon Bane? Or is he saving it for up against the Fang? Hang in there, Oma! Yamagohan. And Nogi. They're just like Nogia, Ikachi, and Yamashita Ichinushin. The Kengan and the Asura. Perhaps their meeting was meant to be. Didn't you say you were going to win? Please win for me, Oma. Watch me, Yamagohan. Oh, he's going to try Demon's Bane. Let's go. Chapter 220. Wholehearted. Bam. Slam. Punches to the face. No. Caught it. Iron Breaker kick. Oh, he took it. Direct hit. Did it hurt his organs? No, it didn't phase him. Bam. Okay, grazed. Oh, that's kind of cool. Catch. Redirection kata. Weeping Willow again. And you can't use it on Waka. He's not going down. He won't go down. Foof. He's showering Tokita with rushes upon rushes. Tokita doesn't want to get on the wrong end of that. And he's just barely dodging. He dodged by a hair, but his legs are injured. It's only a matter of time until he lands a blow. The damage from the Crescent Moon kick is starting to fade. This is his only chance to counterattack. If he misses this, there won't be another. Foam. Grab him by the back of the head. Oh shit, Tokita. I'll fulfill your unfinished business. Just go down already. And bam to the arm. Crack. Oh, he's about to break his arm. And, wow, that's not looking good. He's hitting him right above his guard. Tokita, get out of there. It's almost like these two kids are fighting. It's not the style of the Wakatsuki I know. So he's this strong. Even a man like you has to throw your pride to the wind to fight him. This is how strong Tokita's become. I have no arrogance or selfishness. I could never underestimate you, even after you defeated Kyo Ran and Imai Cosmo. Bam, look at him. I will crush you with all my might. Here it comes. Final attack. The essence of that technique is the four katas working as one. Redirection. Grab. Redirecting the flow of power. Let the power pass through the body and let it become water. Combine the power with the one power to make it even more powerful. And send it back to the enemy. What? Oh, he drew back. His caution of the unknown technique, the first Demon's Bane, made Waka more careful with this attack. His left punch was a bluff. After knocking his upper body off balance, he threw a right straight. Bang! Everyone looking on. This is the only technique in the Nico style which incorporates all four major katas. The name which the killer of demons is... Nico style secret technique, Demon's Bane. Wait, he's still... Wait, what? So he must have blocked the other one? You misjudged it, Wakatsuki. Oh, the Fang seems pissed. Judging by your last attack, you'd already figured out that it was a counter, so you threw his timing off and went to finish with your right fist. That's one way to deal with any ordinary counter. Front kick to the jaw. Swayed to divert the damage, sped up with the flame. But this was a formless counter, and because it has no form, it can be used in any and all situations. But I thought he... Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah. Alright. Gensei's there looking like a man. That technique would not even be easy for me to dodge, even though I have figured it out. There is nothing more dangerous than a technique with no form. But on the other hand, this means its quality depends entirely on the quality of the user. The user's quick wit, decision-making, imagination, and creativity. Tokita Oma is a monster in himself. I landed it. Not even you can get up from that. Boom. Waka's up. Waka's up. He's up, and everyone's... Who could stop the man's footsteps? Jesus Christ. Who could put out the man's fighting spirit as he strives for victory? Haven't you had enough, Wakatsuki Kitakashi? Well, Oma, coming from you, that's fucking rich. Because you're the one who won't fucking go down, and the power scaling's all totally off in this fight. You know, like you're the problem. That's like bad irony coming from Oma. Not yet. I'm still standing, aren't I? You're one hell of a guy. Phone, bring it on. I'm gonna win. And the Wild Tiger Wakatsuki defeated in the semifinals. Oh, what? Oh, that's a horrible ending. That's so trash. He got up and Oma all of a sudden can land a hit or hurt him? No, brah. That is not new. Well, that fight wasn't hitting. That had a lot of problems. And Waka shouldn't have lost, but yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, like, it seems cool in theory, but the fact that he got up and now he's just going to run in, like, the only reason he landed a hit and damaged him at all was because of Demon's Bane. So if Waka can't even defend himself, how is he going to use another Demon's what? Miss said it won't be a spoiler by the time you get to the end of the stream. Oh, okay. So the end of the semifinals. Senator said, so Jabber's trying to provoke you. I guess so. Never said, I wasn't limp enough. I imagine my grandpa says the opposite of that type of thing. Yeah. I wasn't limp enough. What every woman wants to hear. Sunator said, I'll try limping. That's a good trick. I'll try limping. That's a good trick. Whoa. Neve said, the Kengan and the Asura, perhaps their meeting was meant to be very immersion breaking. It's why I'm personally not too big a fan of this fight. Yeah, like they're going off of this thing like Nogi believing it and stuff. I don't know. It's Miss said, I love the sheer terror on Oma's face when Waka sits up. Yeah, like it would have been cool, but it didn't go anywhere because they literally skipped it. Miss said, Spadex said, brah, the get up panel is so good. The get up panel is awesome. Never said this entire last sequence is amazing, except for that ending part. Oma rushed him and did what? Senator said, yeah, that ending was pretty bad. Nevi said, Waka was staggering like an old woman breaking out of hospital, and Oma should be fucking dead on the ground, so tit for tat, right? Miss said, sad. Oh, well, time for the best fight. Is it? Because I see Secretaries Kengan, Asura, Gaiden, which one night we will read. We would like to begin the first, we cannot skip the ladies. Let's see. It's Secretary's Exchange Party hosted by the bodyguards are there. I'm Takayama and I'm Omori. Wait, you're in the Secretary's position? The former Fangs. Or potential Fangs. Still, this is pretty fresh, isn't it? We hardly ever have the chance to interact with other corporations. We can use this chance to make some connections. It's going to be a nice party. Start with the first question. Here it goes. What do you hate most about your employer? That's the farthest thing from applicable. What do you hate most about your employer? Let's see. Nogi, I guess it said he always makes important decisions without any advance. Chairman, the chairwoman's only interested in macho men. Every time I lend her one of my favorite books, I'm always disappointed by her lack of reactions. Well, I wonder what kind of books you're lending her. Yeah. I don't really know. Nothing, I guess. That's fair. He's always carrying around a sword for some reason. Jesus. Yeah. The samurai. Oh, and working for Toga. Let's see. Well, if I had to say, it's that she doesn't exactly value human life. His glasses? He wears glasses? Yamagohan. Let's see. What do you love most about your employer? Let's see. And we already have some hands up. Gold Pleasure Group. We love everything about it. We wouldn't change a thing, of course, about Reno. Really? Come on. You're just putting it on, aren't you? Just go and be honest and... We love everything. Jesus. Everything about her. Holy fuck. They're horny fucking bitches. These bitches be horny. Is it raining outside? Because those panties be calling for rain. Let's see. They're tripping. Yuri? Is it Yuri? Of course. Thinking. What about her? Hello, Kaede. Oh, yeah. The secretary. Right. The sister. You didn't get lost again, did you? How rude. don't get lost all the time, you know. Sakura, where are you? The party started. Should be nearby. I don't see the restaurant anywhere, but it's just outside the station. What station are you at? I'm just outside Siberia Station. It should be a station. How did you even get that wrong? You crossed the border. Jesus Christ. Okay, and then there's some other stuff. Okay, I mean, that was a fun little distraction. And now, boom, on to Chapter 221 Ultimate. Waka. Let's see. I lost because I didn't notice. Tokida's technique was essentially a counter, an incredibly high-level counter that could magnify and return his opponent's strength, which is the only way he beat Waka, which I don't understand. Yes, anyways. That's all I noticed. I'm guessing it's a technique that doesn't have any specific form, too. That explanation makes the most sense to me. Based on the impression I got the first time, I assumed he was going to hit me with another punch. And look where that got me. I should have noticed. At the point that I failed to figure out the essence of his technique, I had already lost. To be perfectly honest, I wanted you to become chairman. You've taken care of me ever since I was a little kid who couldn't even control his power. I wanted to repay you somehow. Let's see what he says. For me, I just don't have it in me. I don't have a drop of business sense. The only reason my company grew is because I had such great employees and you as my fighter. I could never be Kengan Association chairman. Or so I thought. But now I'm starting to feel like if I did become chairman, things would work out. If I've got people around me to patch things up after me, I just might make it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing wrong with delegating. All you have to do is fake it until you make it. Exactly. All right, I'm going to become the chairman next time. Thanks for the thought, Mr. Furumi. Huh? What are you talking about? I just decided to become chairman, that's all. There you have it, Wakatsuki. This isn't over for either one of us. Ah, that's nice. Now, Oma cannot fight anymore. Like, let's be real. Oma, you really should lie down until the finals. It's okay, I'm fine like this. Are you sure about this, Mr. Nogi? Do you really plan to keep Oma on for the finals? It's not his decision. Yamagohan made his decision. He's going with Oma to the finals. What happened? Mr. Nogi hasn't been himself since he spoke with Yamagohan. Okay, and Rin's looking on and almost just... This isn't pretty, Hanafusu. He suffered extensive internal damage, perhaps on account of that technique he used. I'm guessing it's a technique that transmits the opponent's power back to them using blah, blah, blah. That kind of technique is suicidal for Oma in his current condition. He's barely managed to make it to the finals, but he'll have to face Kano or Kuroki. Neither one of them are completely unharmed. Well, according to everyone, Agito didn't take a fucking thing of damage, so who do we believe now? But their injuries are far less severe. Yeah, than Oma's. Well, that's clear. Whoever he ends up fighting, all that's waiting for them is certain defeat and death. He should understand it himself, and yet... One more. I can't comprehend how he can smile in these circumstances. Does he think he has a fighting chance? As far as I can see it, if Oma has a chance to win, he would have to pray that Kano and Kuroki beat each other within an inch of their lives in the next match. Yeah, you need two guys that are completely bloody and beaten. Granted, if the winning... Or maybe, at the very end... Even if they're not that injured, what he's going to do, he's going to pull out the advance. And he knows it's going to kill him if he uses it one more time. He's going to pull out the advance, use the Nico style in the advance, and that's the only way he's going to win. Granted, if the winning corporation then substitutes their fighter, that would be the end of it. Good grief, this patient's a handful. So it's the semifinals. Not to be rude, but I wasn't expecting that you'd be the one to make it through. Oh, there's our cowboy. That's what I thought. I'm just as surprised as you are. I was surprised you even entered this tournament. I thought you weren't interested in power. I'm not. I just so happen to be born into a rich family, and just so happen to inherit my company. Power's never really quite sat right with me. I wasn't going to enter this tournament either, if I hadn't been for my old friend Kuroki asking me to enter him into the tournament. Ah, and I couldn't just turn down a request from an old friend. Oh, that reminds me. See, I believe dreams are prolific, and I had a dream about the tournament last night. And in my dream, kind of lost to Kuroki. Fascinating. All right, I wouldn't be... If Kuroki wins, I will actually be thrilled. I really will. But I think plot armor dictates that the Fang has to win, but I think Kuroki... Once again, Waka should have beat Oma, and Kuroki should beat the Fang. It should be Waka versus Kuroki in the finals, realistically, from a realistic standpoint. But plot armor will do this. Alright, so they were standing there walking away. We'll see you soon. Okay, dude, you are not Venom. Shut the fuck up. You are not as cool as Venom. Stop pretending you're Venom. Right. Nice panel, though. The match would soon begin. That meant that the end was near. Kuroki Gensai Kano Agito. Who is going to win? Okay. Oh, we didn't update our bracket, which we can do that right quick right now. Do that right quick. And just color fill, yada, yada, yada. And I believe it was this one. Yep. And let's lighten. Yeah. I think that's right. Looks right. Yeah, okay. So 24.5 wins to 5.5 losses. That is my record so far. 24.5 wins to 5.5 losses. I'm doing pretty good, and it's the final match of the semifinals. Let's see. All right, so Oma's resting. It's everyone just looking on, and boom, boom. Second match of the semifinals: the Devil Lance versus the Fang of Metsudo. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, chapter 222, Rivals. Just listen to those cheers, folks. Look at the excitement. This is no surprise at all. For at last, the time has come for these two men to clash. And that is a sexy fucking panel. Let's go. Let's go. Kuroki Gensai, I am voting for you. Let's go. Beat this motherfucker. Show him that you, a karate master, is far superior to this fucking, oh, hi, I have Ultra Instinct on the fly, and oh, I also use formulas and copy everybody's techniques, and oh, I'm just so plot armor convenient. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. The crowd's cheering's changed. Yeah, they're not chanting Fang anymore. They've noticed that both of them are evenly matched. Gao Lang, yeah. After the second round, Kano Agito blocked off his formless style and transformed into a striking specialist. He has a slight advantage in terms of build and reach. Meanwhile, Kuroki Gensai's main weapon is his spear hand. It's more than enough to make up for his shorter in reach, and has enough power to allow him the chance of a one-hit kill. No, never mind. That doesn't look like a match that can be predicted at all. Who knows how this will turn out. And Toshiro, the ref, has entered the arena. He's going to judge the second semifinal match. The voltage in this arena has been turned up a notch. The time's getting closer. We can't wait any longer. This is the 21st century duel of Genryu Island. Okay, let's begin. Referee. Doom. Everybody watching. Are you ready? Foolish question. We concur. Fucking thinks he's Venom. I, Kuroki Gensai, issue my challenge. As king of the Kengan matches, we accept. And here, begin! Here we go. And they're off! No, they're not going to move. Yeah, I could see that a mile away. They're not moving, are they, Jerry? You got that right. What's going on? It's like a contest of endurance? Well, the match has already been called in, but so far neither fighter showed any signs of moving. But in spite of that stalemate, for whatever reason, the arena is strung with tension. Yeah, because it's like, who's going to strike? I'm guessing that both of them are going for the same thing. We have to say they're both fixing to land a counter. That's why they're waiting for the other one to make the first move. Waka. Wrong. The battle's already begun. Striking pre-initiative is a technique in which one strikes the moment that the opponent thinks about moving by detecting their inception of intent. So what would happen when two masters of it face off? A contest of prediction. They would compete over who can go deeper to find the other one's intent first. But that's over now. They're moving. Gensai moves. And Kuroki make the first move. Devil Lance. And almost there. Nope. Boom. Fang dodged and tried to hit him. Nope. Nowhere. No, we weren't just seeing things. Their attacks are phasing through each other. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so they're dodging and stuff. Let's see. Their attacks are phasing through each other. It's just like what Sen was able to do. They're hitting each other at point blank range. How come they're not landing? Oh, what are those guys? Ghosts? Oh, give me a break. Do they really got to show off like that? Yeah, Sen was able to do it. By reading another one's inception of intent, they're dodging the attack before it comes. Yeah. That makes it look like their attacks are phasing through each other. They're not using any kicks at this point. In a battle like this, kicks would leave them open too much. If one of them does use a kick, it'll be after the stalemate's broken. Whoever can predict the furthest will make the first move. It all comes down to whose pre-initiative is better, which I would argue, honestly, that, of course, the karate masters should be, I would argue. But, of course, the Fang has plot armor, so... Foom, foom. Here we go. And... Dodge, dodge. Oh, he got him a little bit. He got Kuroki. The balance had begun to break. Little by little, Kano's blows began hitting Kuroki. Just a little. Oh, he took a smack to the face. He did not pass up that moment. And... BAM! Kuroki did it on purpose. Slam. Got him right in the shoulder. Even Sen's like, wait, what? I think they're making Sen look so bad now. Like, now Sen's like, alright, yeah, like, we all do that. Like, you know, like, masters can do that stuff. And now he's like, wait, what? Kuroki managed to do that? What? You know, then again, the Fang shock too, but still. The one who did not pass up the moment was Kuroki Gensei. Alrighty, alrighty. That's a pretty good opening start, but also, I mean, Sen had a really good opening start too, so. Chapter 223, Victor. Wait, what? What? Is this fight only going to be 2 chapters? What? Devil Lance, straight to the shoulder. There it is, folks. The Devil Lance has been unleashed. Oh. Fang grabbed Kuroki's arm, of course, holding him in. And then snap. What? By dodging the left Devil Lance, Kano's posture broke down. Oh, he went for another one. He followed up with an eye poke. Boom, so he had to let go. No problem. Alright, he's realizing, yeah, okay. And their follow-up, coming right at him. Right elbow, slam. He read ahead. He used a right elbow against the Devil Lance. Ooh, breaking some fingers. I think his fingers were already a little messed up, though, weren't they? By narrowing down the places that were easy to attack to his head and neck, he led Kuroki's attack. Kano did not pass up the gap. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. What's this? Did he land a hit? Huh? Nope. Blocked them all. Senchin. That's a defensive kata in Ririkuyen karate. Senchin said to be the simplest kata, yet also the ultimate kata. Sen. A seasoned master can use it to shake off any and all blows. And when a master of Kuroki's level uses Senchin, it can't be broken through so easily. He's tough. It's as if we were striking a boulder. No problem. We will strike it until it breaks. Slam. It looks like he got him. Cough. That was a bad move, Kuroki Gensei. Or did he do it on purpose? Like, yeah, it seems like he dodged his arms and managed to hit him. In a battle between masters of pre-initiative, once you go on the defensive, it is nigh impossible to recover. You're a master? Come on, your plot armor makes you a master. Foam, Kuroki moved. Oh, he pulled back his punch and got slammed in the face for it. Okay. Kuroki's lost his posture and a raining set of blows. The Fang's got this. Kano's going to win. He's using Kuroki like a sandbag. This is the Fang of Matsudo. Kano Agito, fighting in full earnest. I think this is all like there's no way. Gensai's too composed for this. Like, he knows all this shit, so I feel like he's just going to be like the same bullshit that happened, but it's going to be good this time. The same bullshit that Agito pulled on Hatsumi Sen. Kuroki's going to be like, all right, pup, that's enough. You know, or something like that, you know? Yeah, so let's go. Let's go. So he's wailing on blows. Fang's gonna win, and I have you now. Yeah. Gensei. And boom, grab what? And this is Kuroki Gensei fighting in full earnest. Slam. What did he do? Looks like he got him right across the neck with a karate chop. Oh shit, his fingers. Gensei, what? Oh no, Gensei's shocked. Oh, a chop? Good choice. Look at that shit-eating grin. What the... What? And slam. Okay. Gensei's back in his defensive posture. He was certain he read his moves, but Kano exceeded Kuroki's expectations. Everyone looking on. What the hell? Is that form? It's the same one as when he fought me. I cannot face a master like you with my martial arts alone. Allow me to use this me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so he's turned into that fucking... Of course he has a crazy form. Right, that's the freaky guy. Kuroki Gensei, allow me to use all of me. Chapter 224, Violence. Well, I guess that didn't determine the victor. Okay. Okubo. That's the same face he had when he fought me. Well, that's sort of actually, like... That's like a... Alright, Fang had to do that for you. Rushing forward, slam. He's changed his tactics again. No, it's like he's a different person entirely. That idiot, he's gone back to the formless style. That's not a bad choice. Okay, so he went from formless to the pre-initiative to formless. That's not a bad choice here, huh? Kuroki Gensei is like a manifestation of the principle of martial arts. There's a chance that not even Kano could match him with martial arts. A chance? No, he shouldn't be able to. Jesus, they hype up this fucking loser. Well, I shouldn't call him a loser. He's winning all these fights, but still. So Kuroki is best countered by a tactic outside the principle of martial arts, namely the formless style. He unleashed his formless style on purpose because he reached that same conclusion. Boom. Okay. Strike, which formless does work well on masters like Gao Lang and fucking Gensei because they're better at martial arts than Kano. So because they're better than the Fang at martial arts, formless works better against them, which makes sense. He's being pushed back pretty hard though. So once again, I don't like the idea that he's like, all of a sudden he's a master martial artist and he can like turn it off and then fucking be like, but I can beat martial artists that I'm weaker than by completely abandoning martial arts. You know what I mean? That's a little broken for me, but at least he's back to the way we knew he was and stuff like that. So there is something to be said for that. So he's being pushed back, and yet, oh, wax on, wax off. Let's go. Kuroki Gensei was unshaken. Yes, he is. He's such a man. And, he's more tricky than he was before, now that he has no form. But I found an opening. Oh, here they come. Gensei, last time you found an opening, you got your hand hurt. Let's see. He's looking. Matsudo's looking on. 23 years ago, Matsudo's looking on. Wait a minute. We're digging a little deeper. Watch out for falling rocks. When you called me all the way out here, I couldn't have imagined what it was for. This is the work of the devil. They performed goo with human beings. Goo? Okay. Goo. A form of sorcery practiced in ancient China. Centipedes are placed in a sealed jar and forced to cannibalize each other. The last surviving centipede becomes the host of goo poison. What kind of bastard would do such a heinous thing? We found it. It's the entrance. Let's pry it open. Stay on your toes. We need more free hands here. Open it up, and of course, a bunch of dead people. We're too late. They're all dead. Looks like this goo was a failure. Matsudo, there's a survivor. Huh? Of course, it's the Fang. Yeah, so they're basically saying... So, his backstory is... His backstory is literally The Dark Knight Rises. Throw him in the pit. His backstory, he's Bane. You're trying to give me The Dark Knight Rises backstory for Bane. That's sort of what you're trying to do. That was how I met Agito. Okay. Alright, so we're getting a little more backstory on the Fang, at least. And we're back to the fight, and the blows are coming. Now. Alright, please this time land. Slam. Yeah, he probably blocked it again. Everybody's shocked. Oh, wait. He broke... Wait. We thought we told you. We would use all of us. Fuck. He broke his arm. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Well, so, Mr. Plot Armor is going to use... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. Just gonna flip a light switch. And he broke his arm. In his 11th hour, he evolved again. Oh, Jesus. Agito was the sole survivor of a goo ritual. Okay. Having fought his way through the excessively brutal environment, his mind had been ruled by madness. Yeah. After taking Agito under my wing, I used every form of education at my disposal to keep his animalistic side under control. This resulted in Agito becoming a calm and level-headed fighting machine. But that is not to say that his animalistic side was entirely repressed. That face he shows from time to time is a twisted manifestation of his repressed instincts. The formless style is a little more than his berserk state. But not now. Agito has clearly mastered both martial arts and the formless. Okay. Let's see. Martial arts, boom. Yeah, and then it switches to formless, boom, to get the head on. Yeah, okay. Okay, so... And Gensai has been, of course, taking damage to his fingers. God forbid. A combination of martial arts and the formless style. It had the intensity of two masters of different types of styles fighting in unison. His left shoulder was dislocated. He broke his fucking arms, what he did. All 4 fingers on his right hand were broken. Kuroki had lost both of his devil lances. He was in a predicament. And in this situation, Kana was reaching an even further evolution. What can Gensei do? Come on. Pull something out, Gensei. Slam! Punch to the face. Tries to attack again. It's no use, says the Fang. Your wings have been clipped. You have no moves left to play. Slam! Wait. Was that a hit on Kana's hand? What? Boom. Alright, he hit him. What? His left arm is back? Yeah, wait. How did that happen? No. This wound is not from his left arm. What did he do? From his thumb? The devil ants did not die. Kuroki was still alive. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like everyone assumed like the 4 fingers. It's like, what about this? What about this? Alright, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll admit that's pretty cool. Oh shit, I left my phone up there. Alright. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Just gonna run and grab my phone. Just gonna run and grab my phone. Let's go Gensei. Gensei. Whatever. Alrighty. Let's go. Chapter 225, entitled Solitude. Mount Shirobara. Daisen Temple, a holy land where many martial artists come to train since the Kamakura period. Thank you for everything, Your Holiness. I was able to train well thanks to you, High Priest of the Temple. Dayahoki, diligent in your training. Hail the Buddha! I wish you all well, so long. He is a powerful man indeed. He performed the purgatory austerity, a rite which has caused many deaths. It is an ascetic discipline in which one must spend 3 days and nights in prayer while surrounded by unceasing flames, yet he accomplished it with ease. What a solitary man, Your Holiness. Why do you say he is solitary? That man is the avatar of a wisdom king. Never in my 105 years of life have I met anyone as powerful as he. He has become too strong, so strong that he has no one left to fight but himself. Thus he is solitary. I only pray that Kuroki can find someone who can quench that solitude. I see. Kano is bleeding from his left hand, and it looks like Kuroki's left arm is still intact. That, you know, the Kuroki thing, it's starting to feel a little bit like the Wakaback story, though. Sort of like, oh, he was just too strong all the time, and then the Fang beat him down sort of idea. But either way, yeah, like, it's still cool. Like, you know. He stood in the fire for 3 days. That's pretty badass. Surrounded by flames, I guess, but... Itchy. Back then, he used centrifugal force to reset his elbow. Jesus. He had the skill to perform the impossible with ease. Kano's caution was inevitably heightened. And here comes Kuroki on the offensive. Kuroki took advantage of his mental state and went on the offensive. Right or left? Martial art left hook punch. Boom! Fuck, he took a hit. The impact and pain assailed Kano. Jesus Christ. If he took a hit from Waka, what the fuck? The internal organs feel no pain. Organ pain is caused by the pterygium. I don't know how to say that word. I'm just fucking up. Which covers the viscera. The impact passed through the peritoneum. Fuck, I can't say it right now. To the liver. And the decrease in blood flow. The pituitary. No, it's not the pituitary. It's the anyways. Caused functional decline. A spear hand formed from the thumb alone. Formless, what? Slam? Huh? Headbutt. Bam in his face. The devil ants. Left elbow martial art. Boom! So Kuroki has advanced the idea that's like, I gotta use martial arts, I gotta use forms, switching back and forth ain't gonna work for you. This dude's a master. Your martial arts are not as good as his, and your formless can't beat a master of his level. So, what you gonna do when he comes for you? Bad boy. Fucking dude pretending to be both Bane and Venom all the time, and now it's like, hey. Let's take this outside. The damage dealt was immense for a mere 3 blows. Why did Kuroki's strikes have so much impact? The Herculean, who may very well have the most powerful strikes in the world, Waka, and the man who stood at the pinnacle of striking martial arts and possessed the fastest blows, Gao Lang. Yeah, like, he fought Gao Lang, and he fought Waka before. Kano had overcome both of these fighters. Yet the tables of this battle turned after a mere 3 strikes. Why is that? Yeah, that's true. Like, Gao Lang, like, Waka and Gao, I still feel Gao Lang should have done a lot more damage. But anyway, once again, plot armor Kano. Formula, just cut in half. Bam. The answer is the void. Right chop, slam. What does that mean? Kuroki had already worked out the timing of his switches between martial arts and the formless style. So, and that's the void. The time in between his changes leaves him vulnerable. And Kuroki being a master, he's like, all right, I know what he's going to do. So, on top of that, was his caution against the Devil Ants, imprinted on him earlier on in the match. He's been owning this match this whole time. Palm heel. And such caution delays the reaction to all other attacks. Now he's scared that the Devil Ants isn't broken. And he grabbed him around the throat. Let's go. Pulls him in. Since the attacks came from outside his awareness, he could not defend in time, and thus they land. Slam, baby. Yes. These heavy blows, perfected by decades of training, struck without warning. Thus, they impact. You know, realistically, like, so he can't... So the idea is he's not like, oh, he's not anticipating the blow. It's like, oh, well, like, what the fuck? Where did that come from, right? Like, he's not hardening his muscles or anything. That's the idea, I guess, is that Kuroki's blows hurt more because it's not that it's because he knew Gao Lang's punches were coming. He knows Waka's punches are coming. He doesn't know when Kuroki's going to strike, where, and when. So it's really hurting him. Thus the impact. Well, that's pretty fucking cool. Gensai just proving once again what a fucking beast he is. He's throwing punches with his broken fingers. Oh, it's Oma. Kano Agito is already using his indestructible. Wait, does he have indestructible? I forget. And how would he have indestructible? That makes no sense. Does that mean they're too powerful for indestructible? Shit. He did not miss the moment he backed away. He knocked him off balance with a palm heel and then middle knuckles fist. Wog, he's reeling. He's reeling. Who could have expected this beatdown? Kano Agito is clearly on the ropes. Yeah, and look, Mikazuchi. Oh yeah, Mikazuchi's watching. He's putting my immaturity to shame. Mastering a powerful technique is not nearly enough. Using the right technique at the right moment. The pinnacle of martial arts was no more than an ideal, but Kuroki has put it into practice. He knocked him back with a right palm heel. Now the time was right for the... he's going to block this, of course, because plot armor. But the Devil Lance. And... slam, he gets hit in the chest. Gets some cracked ribs. What? You're kidding me. Oh, he finally kicked. Right, the kick came in. He's only just using his kicks now? Oh, he finally kicked. He's only just using his kicks now? Master Agito, are you still evolving? Okay, evolving is not fucking learning how to kick. That's like saying Kenpachi's evolving by, 2 hands. Fuck the hell off. They're fucking wanking this motherfucking Venom / Bane reject off so fucking much. Like, learning how to kick is digivolving or some shit. Like, fuck the hell off. God, I've never seen someone, like, they're all just in a circle jerk with this guy. So he kicked. He caught him off guard by kicking. So what? They literally brought that up at the beginning of the fight, that the whole, they wouldn't use kicks because it's too close combat, right? But things have changed since then. With the pre-initiative and all that shit. What the fuck they talking? at the last moment, wheeze, 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 he evolved even further. Oh, God. He evolved by learning to lift up his leg. What's next? On next week's Kengan chapter, Kano decides to go to the bathroom for the first time by himself. He evolved from potty training. No longer does he need his mother to hold his hand. Fuck. Jesus. Christ's sakes. Man, that's bad. That is bad. Alright. So, let's go. So, boom. Alright, he's going forward. Martial arts. Slam. Alright, Kuroki's back on the defensive. He hit him. How did he land that with such a big swing? What? Alright, Kuroki's way. He's already switched to formless, so he's changed the timing. Formless martial arts. Boom. So the timing's different. The void is sort of like lost right now. He's up the timing. The time lag in switching between martial arts and formless style was shortened by just a few milliseconds. And just a few milliseconds difference, formless, made it possible to unleash his kicks. Crack. Oh, Gensei's taking a hit. So you've exceeded my expectations. I thought you had reached your limit, but this fight is up in the air again. Alright, so the idea is that basically the void that Kuroki was able to read is now gone, and that's why he's able to use the kicks, because the void's gone. It's not that he learned how to kick. Like, that was a really stupid fucking way to put it. That was a stupid fucking way to put it. It's like, oh my god, he learned how to kick. It's like, no, that's not what changed. He was trying to kick before. He just couldn't fucking do anything. It's the void went like this. The time gap went like this, and that fucked it up. Like, why would they explain it as though, like that's just bad dialogue writing or something? Like, they should have been like, what? He hit him. It should have been like, he's using kicks. You know, like, just the way it's written was really poorly done, because it's like, what the fuck? It's like, no, that has nothing to do with the fact that he used a kick. It's the fact that he narrowed the time gap between switching from martial arts form to formless. Which, that's an evolution. I'll take that much. You want to call that an evolution? Sure. He's already figured out how to use these two styles, and Kuroki was able to read the time lag between them, but now there seemingly is no time lag, or the time lag was shortened by, as they said, a few milliseconds. So, alright. This is why we call him Emperor. Okay, here comes the Valley of Blows. This is why we call him the Fang. He's begun his revenge. Boom. Kuroki's taking some hard damage. He's coming in. Formed, yet formless. Formless, yet formed. Upon being wounded more than ever before, he obtained a new power. And left knee, bam. Oh, blocked. He blocked it. Oh, shit. Kuroki's closing the distance. Agito's looking on. He lured him in just as he planned. And here comes a punch. Slam. Okay. What happened? Big blow. His blow from extreme close quarters, which led to his victory over Hatsumi, is the fastest blow that strikes over the shortest range with minimal motions. But this man dodged bullets. So, I'm not convinced. This makes it virtually impossible to evade. So is dodging bullets. Kano named this blow the Dragon Shot. Okay, that's a cool fucking panel. That's a cool panel. Alright. Let's go. And I feel like he dodged. I feel like they're setting it up like, boom, he hit him, and fucking it didn't work, because once again, we were told many chapters ago the man could dodge bullets from close range. So I don't care how fast this dude is. He's not faster than a rifle. In all of Kano Agito's arsenal, this is the strike with the greatest firepower. All right, we're seeing him. He's beaten and bloody, but everyone looking, and the Dragon Shot misfires. He fucking broke his wrist. He grabbed his arm and fucking broke his wrist. Let's go. And backed away. What? Kano's right wrist had been completely destroyed. He shattered the bones in that wrist. Kuroki, I acknowledge your strength, Kano Agito. I will give you your last rites as an equal. Jesus Christ. Let's go. Okay. That sure was something. The right trapezium, the trapezoid, the capiti, the hamati, I don't know any of these words. I'm butchering all the different bones of the wrist. All 8 carpal bones had been multiple fractures. Yeah, they're shattered. He fucking shattered them. Kano Agito lost his right arm. Fuck. Well, he's probably still going to throw it like a limp thing. He's going to slam and like use it as a whip or some shit. But still. Chapter 226, Star. Let's go. This fight just keeps going back and forth. Like it's keeping you on the edge. Supplanting wrist lock or something. He did not miss the nature of the dragon shot, nor the moment it stopped moving. The wrist lock literally bent the dragon shot's trajectory. Naturally, he was not left unharmed. His right hand took the full brunt of the dragon shot. This fractured his thumb, the last digit that was still intact. And yet, clench. He forcibly contracted his muscles to make a fist. There is more to the Kaiwan style than just the devil dance. I was about to say, like, if he's a master of karate, he's got more than one move. That's just like Nico Styles' bone binding. How does he know bone binding? And let's see. Fury, unease, despair. These could not describe the emotion that had gripped Kano. He had fought in the course of over 160 matches to repay his debts. He had crossed fists with the strong many times over, each time evolving and obtaining a victory. And now, Kano was facing the biggest wall in his life. He instinctively understood that all of his fights had been for this very moment. Pugno irago sum? What? Puguno what? Noragos? What? I don't even know what that is. Kano Agito faced Kuroki with his very existence in the balance. Slam! He got him. Splurt, splurt, splurt. Kano had predicted Kuroki's next move, but he was sorely lacking his usual strength because of the devil lance. Oh, look at all that blood. And he shook him off. Right knee incoming. Clunk. Bam! He took it. Let's go. Right bent wrist fist. Oh, it's not this. It's this. Kuroki, 2. Had read ahead. Bam! Fucking take him down. Of course, the Fangs were going to win for plot, but fucking let's go. Right knee. Bam! The Fang is fucking push, slam. Oh, Kuroki's just got this. Boom! Kuroki Gensei. He's moving in such a way that you would never imagine that he's injured. To think that a master of martial arts would be this powerful, because he's the master man. Foam takes him down, but so what? Victory is my destiny. The Fang of Matsuda will never be defeated. Fuck you. Just wham, baby. Elbow to the face. How about fuck you? Shut the fuck up, brat. Let's go. Kick his ass. Gensai is the man. Following the bent wrist fist, this was the second strike to the jaw. It was an elbow delivered as a counter with his full body weight behind it. Kano stopped moving. Gensei rushes in. Ha! Straight punch, 6 strikes. Boom, 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 boom! It's ending. Kano Agito's The Fang of Matsuda's legend is ending. Don't stop striking, man. Don't stop hitting. Oh, the Fang's coming back for another hit. Gensei stops it. Even with his brain concussed, even with his right arm destroyed, the Emperor would not die. The Fang of Matsuda would not stop. Kano Agito would not falter. Bam! Gensai uses a kick. See, now that's evolution, ladies and gentlemen. See, that is evolution. Yeah, where's the evolution line now, bitches? Where's the evolving line now? Kuroki Gensai has evolved and used a kick. Let's go. Just go down. But the moment came at last. Boom. Here comes another strike. Oh no, here's oh no, I wish he had stepped back now. He should have stepped back. Just let him fall. Here comes the punch. Kuroki Gensai. I swear one day I will repay you for this. Look at that panel. Look at that panel. But it almost... Did he blow him up? I feel like for some reason this is looking like two waves. Number one, it sort of looks like Kuroki took a hit to the chest, like took a hit to the gut, but at the same time, the fang literally exploded. Like those are guts. Like that's an explosion. Like that's a beautiful drawn panel though. Silence. Everyone looking on. Everyone shocked, of course. Waka, Sen, Ryan, everybody looking on. Two great stars collided, and one star fell. Pseudo is quiet. Star that shone brighter, shone fiercer, and shone stronger remained. The name of that star was... Well, that was... I'm going to love to do this. This, ladies and gentlemen, is going to make me so motherfucking happy. Because what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take that little star, and I'm going to black it out. And it's just going to feel so goddamn good to take this loss. This is going to feel so good. And add that we now officially have 6.5 losses. Yeah, baby. That is the greatest bet loss in my life. That is the greatest feeling. That is the greatest feeling. I have never been so happy to lose a bet in my entire life. Like this, it's like, look at that. Look at that little black star there. And you guys know I wanted to bet on Gensai. Like, realistically speaking, Waka and Gensai both deserve to win their fights. And the final should be Waka versus Gensai. Let's just be real. But the fact of the matter is that I just thought that plot is why Oma won. And I assumed Alma would have to fight the Fang. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That shit is sexy. Sexy, I say. That shit's fucking sexy. That's awesome. That's fucking like, wow. Yeah, so I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased by this. I did not expect this. Finally, Mr. Plot Convenience was put in his place by a dude who's just fucking better. Let's go. Karoki Gensei. Karoki Gensei is the winner. King of the Kengan matches. You two were truly strong. But the master's here. Let's go. All right. Now that was a thing. That was a thing. That was pretty awesome. All right, we're going to have to catch up with the chat. I'm just going to take a quick break, then we'll catch up with all the chat. I think that's the end of the semifinals, and it's getting a little late now. So, and we're 3 hours into the stream. So we'll catch up with the chat, and then we'll call it a night. But, yeah, so, we still read like 20-something chapters. So we did well. We read like 19 chapters today. So we did really well, but it was longer than I expected, Miss said I could finish this fucking thing. Jesus, what were you expecting? A 9-hour stream? But anyways, point of the matter is that was pretty awesome. That was pretty fucking cool. I did not expect that. I'm so glad that fucking asshole is out of this, So yeah, but we'll be right back. Then we'll catch up with what everybody was saying in the stream. I just didn't want to stop the fight. I wanted to get the full impact of the fight. I can see why a lot of people love this fight. It's a very good fight. I don't think it's my favorite personally, but my feelings toward the Fang probably soured some of the greatness of the fight. So as a result, I couldn't appreciate the fight as much. You know what I mean? So, but I definitely think it was a great fight, and that's the best outcome that I've seen. So, but yeah, we'll be right back, and then we'll catch up with the chat. Okay. We're back. Did you guys miss me? Did you miss me? All right, so let's check up with the chat. So, and for those of you who aren't going to stick around because we're done reading for the night, thank you very much to everyone for the 10 likes, and the views and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. I understand people's feelings toward the Oma fight. I do get it. I find it a little weird too, but I guess I'm more accepting of MC plot armor in that regard, which is ironic because I'm very upset at the plot convenience or plot armor, whatever you want to call it, of Agito. But I just feel like the Fang has been set up as maybe the main villain, but not exactly. Like, Oma has more personal villains that would fit more the description. So it's not resonating as much with me. But I do agree that the Waka-Oma fight, there are some problems there. This fight was just overall just a very, very good fight. And as a result of Gensai winning, there is no plot convenience. Because, sure, he kept evolving, blah, blah, blah. But none of it mattered. None of it mattered in the end because it wasn't enough. Because Gensai is just a martial arts master. He's just fucking stronger. Doesn't matter what he does. The Fang can't beat him. So I really enjoyed that aspect. So that changed my opinion on any of the plot convenience during the fight. You know, with Kano. And now it's it looks better as a result. But just in case you guys want to leave when I'm catching up with the chat, just want to appreciate all you for liking and viewing and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, yeah. Holy shit, we got a lot to catch up on. Then again, we read a lot. Let's see. All right, here we go. Miss said, sad, oh well, time for the best fight. All right. I can see why, Miss, you think this is the best fight. It's definitely one of the best fights. I will admit that. I will admit it is one of the best fights. I don't think it's my personal favorite fight. I'd have to go through again. That's a hard pick. I'd have to think about that. Neve said, Kano versus Kuroki is a good fight on its own, but reading it with Miss plus reading it during a short period with no exaggeration, zero stress, also toss it up there in my personal rankings. Fair enough. Miss said, thanks, I try. Yeah, that's nice. And, Band, read his Toriko. We got to get Band to read his Toriko so we can enjoy each other reading Toriko. When Neve was reading Toriko, that shit, I understand. It's like when you're reading something and you have people there and stuff. It's just, that's why I do these read-throughs with you guys, because you guys are here to experience it with me, and, Miss said, I always thought about how Waka versus Kuroki would play out with both of them being karate practitioners. I think it's pretty obvious that Kuroki would win, but Waka would still give Kuroki such a run for his money, I think, because I still think Waka had a decent shot against the Fang, too. Miss said, now the time has come. Spadex says, best fighting coming out. A lot of people seem to love this fight, and I can see why. Then we said, Kengan pages that look like paintings never get sold. I know, they look so good. The Realist Medell said, it's time. Hi, Realist Medell. Miss said, I have waited so long for you to get to this. Okay. Then we said 5 months. Wow. Captain Budak. Have you been in a stream before? I sort of recognize the name, I think. But anyways. Well, welcome. Captain Budak said, do you think Waka grappling could be effective against Kuroki? I feel like from that close range, it's a weird fight. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if that would be effective enough because I feel like Kuroki would get out of it. Then we said, I'd personally say no, but I'm not an expert on the scaling front. Then we said, I honestly don't remember why this chapter is titled that. Oh yeah, the Victor chapter. It was like, wait, what? Then we said, me either. Realist Middle said, the chapter title confused me during my first read-through. Well, there you go. So none of us know. Then we said, time for things to heat up. Then we said, I think the chapter was called Victor because the Victor was involved in the fight shown in the chapter. There you go. Senator said Formless is OP. Yeah, Formless, what bothers me is that this dude perfects a move where he doesn't know any martial arts and fights like a wild animal, and then also is apparently a master of martial arts at the same time, and he can flick it on and off like a light switch. That seems kind of broken, but yeah. Then we said, Griever, don't count your eggs before they hatch. Apparently not. I am so glad to take that loss, because seriously, I've told you guys many times, like, I wish I had picked Gao Lang against the Fang, and I wish I had picked Waka and Gensei, but I just thought plot armor, and I was right on the one front, but not on the other. I thought plot armor was the only reason I didn't pick Waka, and plot armor was the only reason I didn't pick Kuroki, so. Then we said, stop being a negative Nancy. It's hard. It's hard. I waited 2 weeks to read this, and I still couldn't get over the bullshit that is the Fang. But I think I've made up for that. Miss said, the thumb. Such a good surprise. Yeah, that was cool. Sunny said, get thumb. Yeah, there you go. MC Dude said, per, ia, to, nemi. Nimu. Alright, whatever that is. Thanks, MC Dude. Hey, MC Dude, how you doing? Nemi said, we saw Kano use Indestructible during his fight with Gao Lang. Oh, okay. I forgot. Miss said, yeah, he used it during his fight with Gao Lang. It was a big question as whether he knew a Nico-style technique. Yeah. Miss said, it's not the kicking, just keep reading. Yeah, but I still hold that was dumb for them to be like, oh my god, you know, he kicked. It's like, no, that's not what the cool thing, you know. It wasn't good setup for the whole, he's evolving because he raised his leg, you know. Senator said, I like how Kuroki attacks are just basic move with no fancy names. Me too, because he's a karate master. He punches, kicks, elbows, and palms. Like, that's all he's got to do. Now he said, surely you're intentionally being pissy for content, right? No, not exactly. I really didn't like that part. Miss said, sometimes you really need to give a minute for the story to explain something before you get pissed off. No. No. See, that's not the fun of the read-through. That's not the fun of a read-through. Because a read-through is literally what information is given to me at the time on the timestamp. That's all it is. Gives me that little explanation. I can only read, if I read 10 pages and 10 pages up, something stupid happens on page 10 and is explained at page 11, that's not my problem. As a reader, I'm going, what the fuck at the time? You guys are seeing me read word for word, panel for panel, line for line. And if I don't like something in a TV show, like, that's like saying, see, that's a stupid explanation. Well, in my opinion, because if I'm watching a TV show, right? And I really like the show. And something happens in episode 10 and it's really fucking stupid. And let's say it gets explained by the end of the season in episode 24. Well, am I not supposed to have a fucking opinion about what I think is stupid from episode 10 for the next 14 weeks of watching a TV show? You know what I mean? No, you go on, like when we read chapters of manga, let's use manga because everyone's talking about manga, this is manga. So if something really stupid happens in One Piece next week, right? Something really dumb. Are we not supposed to have an opinion on that because it gets explained 20 chapters from now? Are we supposed to wait half a year for Oda to make it make sense? You can have faith in Oda, but you can also dislike something and go, what the fuck are you thinking here, Oda, at the time? That's still allowed, you know. Otherwise, this would be boring as fuck. It'd be like, well, I hope this is explained. Well, I hope this is explained. Sure, you can argue that my time frame is shorter, but to use your boy's logic, I shortened the void. Formless and martial arts meet up, and I don't wait weeks or days. I wait pages. Page by page is how I read. And I judge everything based on and in real time. I'm doing what your boy does. That's all. That's all I'm saying. No, I got to get pissed off. Plus, it is content. Nevi's not wrong. It is for content, right? Like I can't just sit here. Oh, so, you know, like you got to do voices. You got to have fun too, right? And you got to have an opinion. Otherwise, god damn, that'd be boring. Like, why do you watch YouTubers? You know, you got to think of that. Miss said also Kuroki's seen it before, so he knows how to counter it. Oh, that's true too. Senator said the dragon shot misfired is the most shocking panel in Kengan. That shit is awesome. Miss said, the dragon shot misfires is maybe the best page turn in the series. I actually kind of expected it because they were building it up. You know, I kind of expected it, but I wasn't convinced completely. And then when it happened, it was pretty awesome. Niv said, the dragon shot misfiring is one of my favorite fake outs. It is a good fake out. MC2 said, there it is, peak. Miss said, I love the back and forth of this fight. That is true. The pacing and the fact that clearly the Fang's going to win, clearly Gensei's going to win, clearly the Fang's going to win, clearly Gensei's going to win. It was a lot of good back and forth. Miss said, truly a battle of howevers. Yeah, however. Sun Eater said, that's why this fight is the best. It's a back and forth. It is a very good fight. Definitely a top fight. MC Dude said, Pugno, ergo, sum. Okay. Miss said, Purgo, Pugno egro sum is Latin for I fight, therefore I am. Oh. Okay. I fight, therefore I am in Latin. Sorry, it's written on the fucking side, and it's like half. It's like pew, go, row. No, like, it was really fucking, like, all over the place. It's sort of like when Oma does that thing where he puts two names together. I'm like, what the fuck is he trying to say? You know? Never said, I fight, therefore I am. MCD said, absolutely goated. Never said, don't try the bent wrist fist. Yeah, no. Kuroki can only do it due to his constant bone training. Yeah, like that would fucking, you'd shatter your wrist doing it. Miss said, the legend is ending. Yeah, I was very shocked by that, all that. I really was. And Kuroki finally kicks, says Miss. Yeah. See, now that's entertainment, people. That is what you call evolving. MC did that line. What the twist, said Sun Eater. Miss said, hi, yes, the exploding impact punch. Yeah, that shit looked like he blew him up. MC Dude said, I really thought it wasn't over until that I will repay you for this. I was still betting on the fact that, nope, the Fang's going to do something. The Fang's going to do something. Like, I was so convinced by the plot armor of the Fang at this point that I just did not foresee this outcome at all. Miss said, oh, Griever, how could you forget about what you saw so many times? The Devil Ants can pierce even plot armor. I was a misguided fool. Spadex said, "Low man is speechless." Yeah, like I did. That literally, I was like, "Am I really like this? Is not a fake out. This is actually happening." Because in all fairness, it makes total sense, power scaling wise, plot wise, everything. But plot armor demands that the Fang wins. So I was just like, "Fuck, I'm not," you know. So. Yeah, MC said, you really do feel like the legend has ended, all those matches building up for this? I know, it's done very well. Miss said, I have to send you Amisa D's MMV of this fight. Oh, there's an MMV? It was the video that got me into Kengan. It's maybe his best video. Oh, okay. Miss said, all right, this is the first fight I ever saw from Kengan. Regardless to say, it left me quite an impression. I imagine it did. Well, if this is the first fight, now I understand why Misk is not nearly as pissed off, because Misk, your introduction to Kengan was seeing Gensai win. So you knew the Fang was going to lose before you read the rest of the series. That's a handicap, man. That's a handicap. That's not fair. My opinions are legit because it's page to page, chapter to chapter. Wow, wait a minute. That would change my entire outlook. Had I read all these fights, had I jumped into Kengan, saw the tournament, and knew that Gensai beat fucking the Fang in this round at some point, then that would have probably changed my entire outlook on not only the character of the Fang, but it would have changed my outlook on the tournament as a whole, you know? And it probably would have changed a lot of my readings and my opinions and reactions. So that's interesting. I did not know that. Suneater said, the almighty Beard has done it again. Yes, he's amazing. Miss said, I'm not sure I'm aware of any other tournament where a random guy comes in and beats almost all the plot relevant characters. Yeah. I have no idea. Miss said, I'm sure you can see why I and many others consider this to be the best fight. I do. So much like the original Fang, Agito has finally faced defeat at the hands of a martial arts master. The original Fang faced defeat at the hands of martial, but the Fang won. When did the Fang lose? When did Ereo lose? Senator said, well, Misk, if done right, is awesome, but if done wrong, it sucks. That's true. Miss said, I expected you to start a little earlier. Yeah, me too. I got caught up. They said, yeah, I went into this without any previous biases. I wonder what I would have thought of it otherwise. Yeah, that's true too. They said, by the way, check the message Neve sent in your Discord. Oh, okay. Let's go. Discord. In my Discord. In my suitcase, I brought... Can I frame this on your wall? No. I'm going to frame on my wall the fucking exploding punch of Gensai winning. With the final blow. That's what I'm going to frame. Miss said, I have to question some of Matsuda's decision making. What with him finding an extremely traumatized kid in a death cave and thinking, I should make this guy fight for a living. Yeah, he's not exactly that nice person, is he? Miss said, honestly, Kuroki is one of the best descriptions of a true martial arts master I've seen. Yeah, I've seen this type of character before, and that's why I was going to get more mad if he lost, because he's just a pure fighter. Like, I've read many fighting manga, many karate mangas and stuff like that, and this is essentially all the mentor characters in one character. Like, this is basically Rayleigh. If you had the fight, it's sort of like having like the old guard, but in their prime. It's like Prime Garp is here, or Prime Rayleigh or something, fighting against these kids, and he's like, all right, yeah, I'll admit you kids are strong, but brats, I'm still top dog. Lion paw down. It's awesome. Caden said maybe. Miss said beats your... Hey, Caden. Miss said beats your first rival, beats your nemesis, beats the love warrior, beats your main antagonist. Yeah, he beats all of the fucking plot-relevant characters. You're right. Most people put it in the top 3, at least, with Oma versus Ryan and Agito versus Galang. I like Agito versus Galang, too. I think this is better than Oma versus Ryan. Miss said Kuroki has more mastery, but Waka has absurd strength, so it'd be interesting to see how that would play out. Yeah, I would say. Miss said it is kind of broken, but this fight shows it can be beaten. This is true. Miss said dudes with really good pre-initiative can overcome it. Miss said there's a really good channel called Mozzarella Custard who does Kengan character scaling and matchup. Probably the best out there. I'll send you some of his videos once you're sufficiently caught up. Sounds good. Miss said that's fair, I guess. Caden said I don't see the Fang as main villain, more of an enemy in the shadows. Well, he was set up as he's the best fighter. He's the fighter everybody needs to beat sort of idea, I guess. So Miss said, it definitely does change your outlook a lot. I suppose I get more of a reread experience like I often do due to not avoiding spoilers. Yeah, there's that too, right? Kane said the Fang put up one hell of a fight. He definitely did. And I'm all good with the Fang being this strong. His strength is not in question. It's some of the convenience around it that bothers me. The Fang should be strong. The Fang should be in the top tier fighters. I have no problem with that. But yeah. Miz said, in the backstory chapter for Matsuda and Iryo, he mentioned facing his first defeat, casting aside his pride and going back to learn the cure techniques. Oh, yeah. Miz said, Kuroki's cover is my fave Kengan volume cover. It is pretty nice. Miz said, the exploding punch panel looks much more like a painting than the volume cover. I know, that's what you would frame and hang, because it looks like a painting. Miz said, this fight had a lot of paintings. It did. It was pretty badass. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, people. So I don't think we're gonna read any more tonight because it is getting kind of late. It's almost 2 a.m. Haven't heard from my wife yet, so that's good. That nothing, nothing's really happening, I guess. But, yeah. I'm not seeing nothing major here, so yeah. Okay then. Well, so I think we're gonna end the stream here in a moment, but yeah. We got through like 20 odd chapters, so that was pretty good. So we started at chapter 207 and we got to chapter 227, so there we go. Plus, we had that secretary's chapter and shit, so we read over 20 chapters. We did pretty good. Then it said, now that we're here, I can give my top. Number 5 is Kuroki versus Agito. Wait. Oh, I can give my top 5. Kuroki versus Agito, then Oma versus Kuroki, okay? Then Oma versus Ryan is equal to Agito versus Galang, and Oma over Oma versus Cosmo. Okay. Those are some good fights. The Oma versus Ryan fight, that might be in the bottom of my top 5. Like, a lot of people love that fight so much, but I was just like, I don't know. Something about it that just didn't hit the same as I guess it hit other people. I don't know. Let's see. Never said I look forward to next week. Caden said, in your personal opinion, what was the best fight? No bias, just the best fight in the tournament. I was trying to think of that earlier. Let me see. Oma. Gozo Waka. Nope. Honestly, I like the Mutaba. I like the Mutaba fights. They were good. Let's see. Ren, Satsuna, Sumi Bando, no, Gaolang. Huh. Yeah, what is the best fight? That's hard to say. That's honestly hard. I don't know. I don't know what would objectively the best fight is. Like Waka versus Julius is a total slugfest, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, Waka versus Julius is just a slugfest, and Gaolang versus Agito was really fucking good. So, yeah. Hard to say. Let's see. Never said, I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Miss said, Neve, you really liked Oma versus Cosmo? Rare opinion. I didn't mind the Cosmo fight. Actually, the Cosmo fight against not Dudley, but against the cop was actually it was a very disturbing fight, but it was quite an emotionally invested fight. So that's actually a pretty good fight. Miss said, so next week you can finish. Do you plan on having a discussion after, since it would be a shorter stream? Sure, we could do a VC discussion. Never said, yeah, something about it really clicked for me. I understand. I like that fight too. Kane said he most likely would, since that stream shouldn't be nowhere near as long as this one. Yeah. Senator said, just one more fight left. Miss said, I think my top 5 is Kuroki versus Agito, Oma versus Ryan, Agito versus Galang, Oma versus Kuroki, and Oma versus Kuroki. Wait, your top 5 is Oma versus Kuroki twice? It said, oh, Cosmo versus Akoya may actually take my 5th place. Yeah, like that had a lot of like, oh my god, get Cosmo out of there. Like, we like Cosmo. Cosmo was very likable from the beginning. So seeing him being tortured was very like, oh no, you know? Like, so there's something there, I think. I think so. Yeah. Noah said, you have Oma versus Kuroki in your top 5 twice? I know. This said, shit, I meant Kuroki versus Kuryu. Oh, okay. Yeah. There's quite a few good fights. Yeah, there's quite a few good fights. I mean, clearly Hatsumi Sen versus the Fang was a peak fighting right there, right? We all know that. Both of Mutaba's fights, I'm gonna say it straight up. Mutaba versus Seki was good. Mutaba versus Waka was good, but all the Mutaba fights were just fun. Like, it was like, let's see Mutaba. You know, let's just see this dude in action, because he was just a lot of fun, you know, to watch fight and how he got out of things and stuff like that. So, not one particular fight, but like as a fighter, he's just a very entertaining fighter to watch and root for, you know. So, actually, here's 2 fights that I really like too. Is the Fang versus Okubo. I liked that fight, and I also really liked Waka versus Gozo. I like those 2 fights. Like, some earlier fights seemed more simplistic than as the fights went on, like, you know, power creep and power scaling and stuff. But some of the earlier fights were quite fun too, in my opinion. I kind of like them, you know. Never said, Kane said Kadma didn't deserve what he got. No, he did not. Now he said, when taking Omega into account, I wonder if my top 5 would shift. There you go. Miss said, mine probably would not change with Omega, but some of them might break my top 10. There you go. Miss said, Mutaba is just great. Shame he left after his last match, but I guess he was here for business and not pleasure. After he left a trail of fucking... Yeah. After he left an entire trail of overly satisfied women who will never be pleasured by another man for the rest of their lives, and he left a fucking breadcrumb trail of them, he was not there for pleasure. Fuck. Miss said, those two are really good. Agito versus Okubo is actually pretty good in the anime with the grappling choreography. I just really like the idea that he had an idea. He's like, well, I'm up against the demon himself at the beginning. Let's go. You know, like he actually had a half decent strategy and stuff. Miss said, well, just because he's there for business doesn't mean he can't have a little pleasure too. A little pleasure too. Jesus Christ. Nobody, even I couldn't fucking pleasure that many women in that amount of time, man. I'd be bone dry. I'd be like, you know, I'd be wheezing. I'd age by 50 years trying to do what he did. Like, fuck. Like, it's easy to give women good sex. That's not that hard. Though a lot of guys don't know how. But to leave them in an eye-rolling fucking state of absolute euphoria, and to do it to multiple women, one after the other and stuff, it's like, holy fuck. You know? Let's go. Caden said, Mutaba was a social character for me. He was enjoyable at times, other times he was annoying. Caden, what? What do you mean he was annoying? He's Mutaba. I said, how is he ever annoying? Yeah, seriously, how is he ever annoying? You want to know who's annoying? The Fang of Matsudo. You know who else is annoying? The fucking, the guy who beat the Bruce Lee guy, Sanada or whatever his name is. The cop was annoying. The fucking, Sao Pang's Wolverine skeleton was annoying. There was more annoying bullshit in Kengan than fucking Mutaba. Mutaba had no annoyance. I didn't like the clown makeup on Seki. That was annoying. I was like, oh man, why are they making Seki look like a fucking miming clown? You know, I understand the point, but yeah. Kate said, I just know some people like him that leave women high and dry like he did. I just know some people like him. They let women high and dry. No. He didn't leave them high and dry. He left them high and soaked. That's what he did. There's a difference. He left these women high and soaked, my man. That's what I'm saying. And hey, it didn't seem like they were unwilling. They seemed to have the best sex of their life. So, I mean, like, you know. Caden said, that's what made him annoying. My older brother is kind of like that. Your older brother cannot, like, your older brother is not fucking Mutaba level porn star skills, fucking pleasuring 16 women all at once, one after the other, and they're all like, oh my god, I gotta crawl back to this thing. No offense, because I don't believe there's a man on earth who can fucking do that shit, but... Oh, so your older brother, what you're saying is, though, your older brother's a bit of a slut. He goes out, tells women he loves them, bangs the shit out of them, and then fucking ditches them, right? And then they're pissed off. So your brother objectifies women and treats them like shit while lying to them and being sleazy about it. Mutaba didn't... There was at no point in the series... I understand where you're coming from. It would have been different if Mutaba had done like a Sanji thing and been like, oh, my love, I would have blah, 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 and done some like French swooning shit. And then they went to sleep with him, and then he would ditch them for another woman the next round. And every round there was different women in his bed because he kept lying to them and promised them passionate love and all that shit. But we never got that. But that's how studs or sluts, whatever, of men, that's how we get laid. We go in there, we tell women exactly what we think they want to hear just to get our dick wet. And then we ditch them afterwards once we're done getting our dick wet, right? So, yeah, that's a sleazy move. But what he's doing is not sleazy. They seemingly, willingly went there knowing that he was just banging them for the sake of banging them. So, if that's agreed upon, sort of like friends with benefits or a hookup, if it's agreed upon, hey, I just want a blowjob. Cool, I'll suck your dick. Okay? You go meet up, you get your dick sucked, then you peace. If that's the agreed upon thing, that's not using a woman. You both got something out of it. She wanted to suck dick, you wanted your dick sucked. Problem solved, right? Miss said, I don't think Mutaba promises ladies long and fulfilling relationships. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's not a dick move. He didn't leave them high and dry. He was never with them to begin with. Miss said, I get what you mean, though, the womanizing douchebag types. Right. I get that type, but Mutaba was never in a single panel portrayed to be that type. So, Gaten said, I'll be surprised if any of those women could walk after what he did to them. I know. They had the best sex of their fucking life. They're going to remember that forever. You know, all Mutaba did, you can argue, the one thing you can argue in the negative is that he ruined a bunch of gorgeous women for whatever men try to be with them, because they will never reach that level with that woman. That woman has been broken by the greatness of Mutaba. So now they'll never be happy in a long, loving relationship. So you can argue that he did break these women, but they willingly did it. So it's sort of, it's not his fault. He's amazing. Miss said, but Mutaba is just too cool. Mutaba is too cool. And I'm still good with this stuff because these women willingly knew that it was purely sex. Right? So, as I said, there was no panel of him, flirting and womanizing. He was just banging the whole time. He never even spoke to them. He was talking to Toga while he was getting his dick freaking wet, So yeah. Anyways, alright. I think that's enough for the stream. We caught up with the chat. We talked to the chat for a while. Thank you everybody for enjoying my company. It's always nice to see me on a Friday night. So, yeah. Kane said, I know he's not on that level, but my brother is a man whore. Yeah, your brother's a man whore. Yeah. Your brother's a man whore, and most guys, I'm assuming he's in his 20s, yeah. Most guys are. I was a bit of a man whore in my late teens, early 20s. Then I said, fuck this, literally and figuratively. So, yeah. But the problem comes in with the douchebaggery of it. When you're going out to clubs, you're meeting women, blah, 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 and all you're trying to do the entire night, and you will say and do whatever you can to get them in bed that night. And then after that night, you ditch them. That's what's unfair. But if you go and you meet somebody online and you're like, look, I'm not looking for a relationship, blah, blah, blah. I just want to get my pussy licked. I just want to fuck, whatever. I just want to get my dick sucked. If you're open and honest about that from the get-go and somebody agrees to that situation with you and you go and you do that shit, then it's not the womanizing douchebaggery like Miss described, right? So, and maybe your brother does do that. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know, but... Anyways. Alright, but yeah. Thank you everybody for enjoying my Friday night with me. It was a very, very nice time. And we will see you guys back here next time, next Friday, to finish Kengan Asura. So next time, bring your thinking caps, ladies and gentlemen. Bring your suggestion boxes for what we're going to read next. Do we read Kengan Omega or do we read something else entirely? Who knows? So let me know down in the comment section down below of this video, of course. But next week, bring your thinking cap so we can determine what we should do for the next Friday night streams. I had some very good suggestions before Kengan, and I forget all of them. So definitely bring those ones up. But anyways, we will see you guys back here next time. Thank you very much for the likes, the views, and the time spent. So like, comment, subscribe, drink responsibly, yada, 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 and we will see you guys back here next time. Also, belated, happy May the 4th be with you, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, good week. All right, that's enough out of me. We'll finish Kengan next week. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.